Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari 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 Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tirabana Chari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tirabana Chari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tirabana Chari Yashodanandana Brajajana Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tirabana Chari Yashodanandana Brajajana Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama जय राधा गोपीनाथ राधा गोपीनाथ राधे जय राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद राधे जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे जय राधा गिरिधारी राधा गिरिधारी राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय श्री राधे जय कृष्णा जय कृष्णा जय कृष्णा जय श्री कृष्णा जय जगन्नाथ जगन्नाथ बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा जय जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पतगामी नयन पतगामी अब तुम्हें Nitai Gorango, Nitai Gorango, Nitai Gorango, Gorari. Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana, Gorari. श्री राधा मदन मोहन की, श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की, श्री गौर निताय की, ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की, श्रील गुरु परंपरा की, श्रीमद् भगवद गीता ग्रंथ की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, निताय गौर हरि प्रेमानंद। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजना सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पदान् सहगना ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Please loudly devotionally chant after me. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
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 नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपः कुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते। कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। नमो ब्राह्मण्याय देवाय गौ ब्राह्मणाहिताय च जगद्दिताय कृष्णाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। नमः ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नुकुं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयति गिरिं तमहं वन्दे श्री गुरु दीनतारिणं श्री परमानंद माधवं श्री चैतन्य ईश्वरम्। ओम अपवित्रो पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थं गतोऽपि वा यत् स्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्षः सः व्याप्यान्तरं सूचि। श्री विष्णु श्री विष्णु श्री विष्णु। हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Welcome to Kurukshetra. So we did discuss till text 14 last week. Hare Krishna. Yeah. On the other side, both Lord Krishna and Arjuna, stationed on a great chariot drawn by the white horses, sounded their transcendental conctions. So now the concern is going to get started. Text 15. Panchajanyam Hrishikesho Devadattam Dhananjaya Poundram Datmau Mahashankham Bhima Karma Prakodhara. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Lord Krishna blew his conch shell, repeat after me, called Panchajanya. Arjuna blew his the Devadatta. And Bhima, the voracious eater and performer of Herculean tasks, blew his terrific conch shell called Pounder. Yeah. So these conch are very famous conch, right? Unlike any conch that we might find in the market, these are not like that. They are special, and they're given by special great personalities for a special purpose. So Panchajanya, that conch was given to Lord Krishna, right? By whom? Parshuram himself came. He himself is giving it to himself. Right? Parshuram is an expansion of Krishna. So Panchajanya also happens to be a demon actually, and the demon was killed, and the outer body of the demon Panchajanya was given. So now, why it was given? Because his guru was very pleased. Why? Because Krishna brought his sons back from death. There is a place called Mahakalapuri. From there, Lord Krishna went and brought his sons. What is Krishna's guru's name? What is Krishna's guru's name? Sandipani Muni. Hare Krishna. Please, what is specialty of Ujjain? Does anybody know? Ujjain में क्या है? हाँ? Yeah, वहाँ महाकाल है. Mahakal Mandir is there, but there is also the Gurukul place of Krishna, Sandipani Muni. That is where Krishna went for education. Right? 64 arts of different education, Krishna and Balram, they all took. So you all should go to Ujjain. At least once in life, we all should visit Ujjain and take the blessings of Lord Krishna there, Sandipani Muni there, Lord Shiva, Mahakal, right? Beautiful deity of Shivalingam of Lord Shiva is there. So after that education, he was asked for Dakshina, Guru Dakshina, and he was asked, that actually Guru Patni, the wife of Sandipani Muni, asked Lord Krishna, "Can you get my sons?" And then Lord Krishna could only go and get them because Krishna knows where they are. Right? Then, yeah, now here Bhima is being called as voracious eater. Right? Voracious eater. Bhima is very, very powerful personality. Unlike any other Pandavas, is very, very powerful. It's explained that once when Kuntima was holding Bhima and she was keeping in her lap, and they were sitting in the edge of a mountain along with Panduraj, suddenly he slipped. From the mountain he fell down. And they were completely, can you imagine that? A small child, if he's falling, what will happen? He can die. But instead of that, the whole mountain broke into two pieces when he fell on the ground. Then they understood he is not an ordinary person. He is an Ansha of Swayam Hanumanji, right? Vayudev. And he is also called voracious eater simply because he used to eat half of whatever was cooked in the house. Right? Everything that is cooked, 50% goes to Bhima. Right? And remaining 50%, remaining Pandavas and Kunti and Draupadi will share. It's not like they had less share, but point is he was a Preeti. He was very, very fond of eating, eating prasad, Krishna prasad. So in the purport, let's see the purport. Everybody, you can see the purport. Lord Krishna is referred to as Rishikesha in this verse because he is the owner of all the senses. Rishik means senses. Rishikesha means the owner of all senses. So if you think your mind is not in your control, your tongue is not in your control, your eyes are not in your control, they're getting attracted to bad things, whom should you worship? Rishikesha. Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchate. Bhagavatam is saying. What is bhakti? When you engage your senses in service of the control of the senses. Rishikena, my senses. Rishikesha, control of the senses. When you engage, Bhakti Ruchate. Right? The living entities are part and parcel of him, and therefore the senses of the living entities are also part and parcel of his senses. The impersonalists cannot account for the senses of the living entities, and therefore they are always anxious to describe all living entities as senseless or impersonal. The Lord, situated in the heart of all living entities, directs their senses, but he directs in terms of surrender of the living entity. And in case of a pure devotee, he directly controls the senses. Here on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, the Lord directly controls the transcendental senses of Arjuna, and thus his particular name of Rishikesha. The Lord has different names according. Thank you. The Lord has different names according to his different activities. For example, his name is Madhusudana because he killed the demon of the name Madhu. His name is Govinda because he gives pleasure to the cows and to the senses. His name is Vasudeva because he appeared as a son of Vasudeva. His name is Devaki Nandana because he accepted Devaki as his mother. His name is Yashoda Nandana because he awarded his childhood pastimes to Yashoda at Vrindavana. His name is Parthasarathi because he worked as a charioteer of his friend Arjuna. Similarly, his name is Rishikesha because he gave direction to Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So whenever we call a certain name of God, it has its different potency. It immediately gives shelter from that name. All names are potent. Nam Nama Kari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shakti Tratipa Niyamita Smarane Kala. Every name of God has unlimited energy. But certain names attract him to give us shelter in a certain way. Right? The moment you say Yashoda Nandana, immediately remember the little Krishna. The moment you say Dwarkadish, what do you remember? Do you remember a small Krishna crawling? You remember holding a Sudarshan Chakra and standing. The moment you talk about Parthasarathi, You remember him in the Kurukshetra, in front of Arjuna, serving his devotee. Like that. The moment you say Govinda, whom do you remember? A cowherd boy. Gopala. Gopala means the one who takes care of cows. Gopala, the one who protects the cows. Govinda, the one who gives pleasure to the cows. Right? Like that. Every name has a significance. And if you see, even in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna calls Krishna with different names at different times. Don't think it is just by a fluke, like, now I felt like calling Rishikesha. Now I am calling Govinda. He says, oh Govinda, please tell the answer for this. There is a reason. Right? In the same way, even Krishna, when he calls Arjuna's names, he calls in different ways. There is a whole lecture by His Grace, I think Chaitanya Charan Prabhu. He gave a lecture, one senior devotee in ISKCON. Why each name is called at different times in different ways. Right? In all the 700 verses. For example, when Krishna calls Arjuna as Pratha, not Partha. Partha is Krishna, is Arjuna. Sometimes called Pratha. Right? Why is he calling Pratha? Because Pratha actually is the name of Kunti. And her son's name is Pratha. Like that. Why is he taking the name like that? Because Kunti is a devotee of Krishna. So Krishna is telling Bhagavad Gita, in between Krishna is telling that, okay, since you are a son of my devotee, your mother is already listening to me, why don't you listen to me? Indirect influence. आपके पिताजी हमारे टेंपल को आते हैं. What is the meaning of that? तुम भी आओ. Right? So there is a little indirect way of Krishna conveying. And sometimes Krishna praises him. Hey Dhananjaya, you have acquired, you are a great fighter. You have gone and acquired so much wealth from the northern India, from Norway actually. So here Dhananjaya, like that when he says, he is trying to tell you are a great king. So why don't you fight? So he is using the name according to the need, according to the message that he wants to convey. Every single word in Bhagavad Gita has been spoken for a purpose. Every single word. What to speak of a verse. Right? And that is the reason the detailed study of Bhagavad Gita can go on for years and even decades to finish. But we are going at a little rapid pace. We are trying to give the essence and then we are going forward. Arjuna is referred to as Dhananjaya in this verse because he helped his elder brother in fetching wealth, which when it was acquired by the king to make expenditures of different sacrifices. Similarly, Bhima is known as Rukodara because he could eat as voraciously as he could perform Herculean tasks, such as killing the demon Hidimba. So the particular types of conch shell blown by different personalities on the sides of Pandavas, beginning with the lords, were all very encouraging to the fighting soldiers. On the other side, there was no such credits, nor the presence of Lord Krishna, the supreme director, nor that of the goddess of fortune. So they were predestined to lose the battle, and that was a message announced by the sounds of the conch shells. Sometimes the sound itself is so strong that the opposite party will understand. Over. Right? So that was like the sound that you're hearing right now. What does it mean? Supreme Lord is being called, right? That is the reason sounds are made. It's a culture. See the coincidence. Same time functions, everything we can hear. Why do they do that? Not only to remove inauspiciousness, but to declare to the whole world that now God is being worshipped. And it's like a bell which will call all the devatas. Mukkoti devatas will come. Right? Brahma, Shiva, all devatas, everybody will come there and say, okay, now we are ready. Please start the, arati, like that. That is the reason there is a culture that, whenever we start anything auspicious, something big, we immediately invoke God. And you blow the conch shell. Ananta Vijayam Raja Kunti Putro Yudhishthira Nakula Sahadevascha Sukhosha Manipushpakau Kashyascha परमेश्वियश शिखंडी च महारथ दृष्टधुम्नो विराटश्च सात्यकीश्चापराजिता द्रुपदो द्रौपदेयश्च सर्वशा पृथ्वीपते सौभद्रश्च महाबाहो शंखान् दद्मौ पृथक् पृथक्. Repeat after me. King Yudhishthira, the son of Kunti, through his conch shell, the Ananta Vijaya, and Nakula, and Sahadeva, through the Sughosha and Manipushpaka, the great archer, that great archer, the king of Kashi, the great fighter, Shikandi, Drushtadumna, Virata, the unconquerable Satyaki, Draupada, the sons of Draupadi, and the others, O king, such as the mighty armed son of Subhadra, all blew their respective conch shells. So as soon as the first army blew, immediately everybody behind, specifically names are being called out here. Purport. Sanjaya informed King Dhritarashtra very tactfully that his unwise policy of deceiving the sons of Pandu and endeavoring to enthrone his own sons on the seat of the kingdom was not very laudable. The signs already clearly indicated that the whole Kuru dynasty would be killed in that great battle. Beginning with the grandshare Bhishma down to the grandsons like Abhimanyu and others, including kings from many states of the world. All were present there and all were doomed. The whole catastrophe was due to King Dhritarashtra because he encouraged the policy followed by his sons. Actually, the king has a great responsibility. It's not easy to become a king. Why? Not because you have to get elected or you have to be powerful. The responsibility of a king is very, very high. Because whatever karma the whole kingdom does, 50% of that effect comes to the king. 50%. Are you ready? अपने कर्म का ये हाल है. Whatever nonsense I have done in my past lives, already I am suffering. What to speak of taking the karma of 50% of the entire karma done by the entire city or entire country, right? So that is the reason the king has to be very, very, he has to have the greatest qualities of forgiveness also and correcting nature also without any compromise. And he has to follow the highest exemplary standards. Whatever king does, the common people will follow. Yad yad acharati shreshtas tattad devatro jana sayat pranamam kurte lokas tad anuvartate. Krishna is saying that whatever a great person does, common people follow. Why today's society is going down the drain? Because whoever are claiming themselves to be leaders don't have any qualities of the leaders. That is a problem. Right? They have no qualities of leaders. They are not setting the right example. And what happens is common people immediately follow that, thinking that this is okay only. What is wrong in this? This is okay only. Right? Like that they follow. That is the reason we should always choose a king who is selfless in his service. And who can be a better king like Yudhishthira Maharaj or Swayam Lord Ramachandra. Even till now we say, right, Ram Rajya. Why we say Ram Rajya? Because that is the highest standard set by any personality till date, right? And that is the scale of bar that we all try to reach, right? Where they are thinking about the higher benefit of all citizens and all living entities, not only human beings, all living entities. Whatever action I take, how is it affecting the livelihood of all living entities? Like right now, one leader in the state has chosen to remove the beautiful forest in Central University. Right? Is that a applaudable act? No. He has so much other land to go and do whatever he wants to do. But he chose that. Why? Because it is coming for free. But what did he do? Did he care about who is already living in that place? Are we intruding into the place where animals, birds, and everybody lives? No, you might tell, Prabhu, animals, birds live everywhere. No, there are some places which can be designated, which are not going to disturb the lifestyle and the livelihood of those living entities. Actually, the biggest problem is we don't see the connection. We don't see the connection between each other. Why we can't see the connection between each other? Because the person who connects all of us is absent there. Who is the person who connects all of us? God. There is no God in between. That is the reason everybody is thinking like the way they want to think. How many of you know that it's just honeybees? If they stop on this planet, honeybees don't exist. Maximum time that we can exist is 40 days. If you just get rid of honeybees. Why? Because if honeybees don't go and touch the flowers, where will the fruits come from? It is invoking the fruit to come. Right? Every vegetable, everything is touched by the honeybee. From the flower state to the fruit. But how many people care about it? Huh? They destroy the environment to such a way, now they are importing honeybees. Right? If you go and type in Google importing honeybees, they are paying millions of dollars to take honeybees from one place and keep them at another place so that they can go and cultivate that particular place and then they will die. They don't care about honeybees also. But that's not the way the world works. We all have a connection, and the connection is Krishna. Problem is, we have forgotten that connection. That is the reason we are all suffering. Everybody is suffering. Huh? As a young child, if I can give you a small analogy, what does a young child do? Small infant child? Huh? He is only doing two things. He is eating or sleeping. Isn't it? When he wants milk, does he make a big hue and cry? Yeah? He will bring the whole house down. I want my milk. I am hungry now. You better give me my milk. Whatever the mother is doing, she has to come and give that milk. Isn't it? And what is the mother thinking? Oh, my son is so attached to me. My son or daughter is so attached to me. My child cannot live without me. Right? Like that mother is thinking. And when he is 3 years old, then whenever he wants any food, he wants to eat anything, he comes and out, I want food. Whatever is happening in the house is completely oblivion. There is a property dispute happening in the house. They might lose that house also. Right? What does the child do? He'll play there. He doesn't care what property. You are to take care of me. Why do I care? Yesterday I was hearing from Maharaj. Sannyasi Maharaj is here. Bhakti Padma Saurabh Pracharak Maharaj. He is in the city today. Also. So he was telling this example. So child doesn't actually care. And parents, what are they thinking? Oh, he's dependent on us. Prabhuji and Mataji, everybody relate to this. Huh? We all thought our children are totally dependent to us. Then what happened? Father comes from the office. Oh, my son, where is my son? I have to hug my son. He cannot live without me. Where is my son? Where? He has gone out to play. Where did he go to play? Here in the gully beside, they are playing cricket. So father will go, there his son. Hey, Nana, I have come. I can talk to you later. Batting time. Father is thinking, what is this? I thought he's totally dependent on me. I thought I am his whole world. Now cricket has become his whole world. Right? He's completely engrossed with his friends. So the importance has changed from milk to food to friends. Right? And father is thinking, I love my son so much. He is not showing me so much attention. Now he has other interests. Then he grows a little more. Video games. Or some other game. Right? No time for parents. He goes, Nana, please, Nana, after this game, I'll talk to you. I only bought you that gadget. Right? Now the gadget has become more important than me also. Right? So father and mother are thinking, what is this? We love our son so much. Yes, of course, our son also loves us. But just is growing, na? Thoda grow, na? Thoda diverted. Right? But they are craving for love. Parents are craving for love. But sometimes they're receiving that love, sometimes they're not receiving that love. And after that, what? Especially in Telangana or Andhra Pradesh, son has to go to America, otherwise he's a napunsak. Big deal. He has to do engineering. 99% education is engineering only. God knows what the engineers are doing. So, make an engineer, get a US visa, right? Consulate is very nearby, right? People are more attentive in the US consulate than in Tirupati Balaji temple. Like this, give me visa. Give me visa. Balaji wants to give visa back to Vaikuntha. That you don't want. You want to take visa and go to Kuntha. Right? Kuntha means a place of misery. Isn't it? Parents are thinking, my son will become very nicely settled, he'll make nice money, then he will love us. Then we'll receive that love. Then after some time, then he'll fall in love with a girl. Right? And then your parents will tell, maybe that girl is not right for you. He'll tell, you parents are not right for me. Parents say, what is this? What is going on? Till now, fatherly, paternal love was so important. How come, this girl was never there, who came and now completely hijacked my son. Right? And he becomes a wife, then khatam. Right? Whatever wife says, he has to do. Wife says, I don't like your parents. Okay, I'll get rid of my parents. We'll stay in another house. No problem. The same parents on whose milk you are dependent, food you are dependent, clothes you are dependent, everything you are dependent, suddenly are not important anymore. Or what are the parents thinking? My son, we have given everything, he'll take care. I love my son. And then the son is called into the office. Nana, I want to talk to you. Nana, I'm in a meeting, Nana. Khatam. I'll call you back. That call never comes until the parents call. Isn't it? Never happens. And the parents are thinking, where is that love? I have to feel that love. Isn't it? Are you all relating to this story? Some of you are not. Back then, they are definitely relating. Right? So now, a woman or a spouse is more important. Then what? Their children are more important. Now they have sent the child exported the child to America. And parents are sitting here and wondering, earlier, I was so much happy with my child here. Now the child is in America. Whole society is praising him. Your son is also in America. But where is my son? Where is my happiness? Whom should I share my happiness with? I saw a beautiful sunset. Whom should I call and show? Nana, see that sunset. Nobody is there. In the name of education, in the name of employment, they've gone somewhere. Only wife and husband are there, looking at each other. Right? But they can't tell anything more. They can't complain also. Because of their own ego. Why? Because they wanted their children in America to show the whole society. Isn't it? And the child is also not ready to come back. Nana, settlement na. My children are citizens na. My this na, my that na. Both husband and wife are looking at each other. They can't even tell to each other. One day the wife died. She became very old. She died. And the husband is completely alone. Once in a while, the son comes and asks, once in a year, he comes, how are you? Or you come here. He is not interested to go to that country. Nothing to do in that country. In the four walls he has to stay. Right? So now he is staying here alone in the house. Big house, big flat. Flat number 501. Still the pride has not gone. Still the pride has not gone. My son is nicely settled. I am a successful man in the society. I have left so many properties, but deep inside is crying. Deep inside is crying because a living entity cannot live without love. And he doesn't have any love around him. Any love around. Nobody loves him. Nobody is there to cook for him also. So he went to Vijayata supermarket. He bought a biscuit packet. Let me eat biscuit and putting in water. Something today I'll have. I don't want to eat. Nobody is there to cook for me. Let me have some biscuit. While coming, he opened the biscuit packet. Let me have one biscuit on the way also. And its biscuit packet slipped. It fell on the ground. Hare, it was fallen on the ground. One dog came and started eating those biscuits. Right? And then he said, Hare, at least the dog is having biscuit. Okay, no problem. Then he started walking and the dog started walking behind him. Huh? Dog started walking behind him. Because the biscuit has fallen, he has given. No? So he bought one more biscuit packet next day. Then he's looking for the dog. Where is the dog? Then he gave the biscuits to the dog. And the dog started eating those biscuits. Oh, my dog. Right? Whenever he's coming to his house, he's looking for the dog. Dog is looking for him. He is looking for the dog. Dog is looking for the biscuits. Right? And he's feeling that love of the dog. And he's holding the dog. Right? And then he's taking the dog on a walk. If you observe, he is not going on a walk with the dog. Dog is taking him on a walk. Who goes in the front? Dog or him? Dog only goes. But as a fool is thinking, I am taking dog on the walk. Huh? Finally, the dog is the only source of his love after the entire achievement of his life. So we have one choice. Either you love God, God or opposite. DOG, God. That is what is going on. When you don't love God, you are only left with the dog. Your own child is not with you. No family is with you. No wife is with you. No spouse is with you. All friends are also gone. One gone. In retirement life, that is the biggest. In retirement life, that is the biggest. Hare Krishna. Krishna will loudly hear the lecture. Right? This is the reality of life. Why did I tell you all this? Because ultimately the love that we are looking for in life, you are not going to get from anybody except God. Whereas if you are connected to God, if you are connected to Krishna, you are connected to the source from where you have come, no matter what is happening in your life, you will be happy in your life. You don't have to wait for a dog to love you. All devotees will love you. Whole community will love you when you are in seva. Right? That is the reason when people retired from their life, they became more busy in serving God. They were already serving God, they became more busy. Now what are retired people doing now? Retired people? One paper, one pen. They'll keep in their pocket. Every day morning they'll open. Tellapur plot. Earlier it was 50 lakhs, maybe 70 lakhs. I'm feeling very nice. Right? Mera flat. I bought for 2 crore, now it is 3 crore. Very nice, very nice. They'll total it, they'll say, oh, my net worth has increased from yesterday to today. 2 crores, and they'll feel happy. Like a fool, they'll walk around, waiting to die for no purpose. And they'll take birth like lizards in that house. This is the reality. This is the reality. लगा थोड़ा जोर से किसी को लगना चाहिए तो कौन समझाएगा that there is no meaning to this life. What is the target of a small child? What is the target of a small child when he is very young? I'll tell you the most important target is his toilet should fall in the commode. That is the biggest target. Because he doesn't have control. Na? When he gets toilet, he has to go to the bathroom. Otherwise, mother will scold. Right? Second biggest target is what? He should walk properly. Slowly he is learning to walk. He should walk properly. Third biggest target is what? He should reach the school. And from school he has to reach the house. That itself is the biggest target. We all went through that. We forgot. What is the next target? I have to get driving license. I should be able to drive. Get the driving license. Right? So then you become older and older. I should earn money. More and more money. Next target. Then you become older. Then what is your target again? I should drive properly. If I don't drive properly, my license will be taken away. I'm too old to drive. What is the next target? I should reach home safely. What is the next target? I should walk properly. That itself is a big target when you become old. I should walk properly. And what is the final target? My urine should fall in the commode properly. Otherwise, everybody in the house will laugh. Prabhuji and Mataji, don't be befooled by the money and the wealth and all that you are seeing. This will become your final target if you are not becoming a devotee of Krishna. If you are not recognizing why a human birth is so important. Without any connection, you lead a life with no worth, no meaning. No meaning. Don't try to take another birth because these are the only targets you will achieve even in next life. Remember this. The target which you started is the target that you will end with. Is that true? Really? నిజం చెప్తున్నా మూర్ఖులు కాకండి. I have children, one is ISB, one is IAM, one is a CA, Alanatrimka, one is a director, one is a conductor. What use? I have retired as, what is that? I have retired as what? Huh? People are very proud of the retirement. The other day I went to one satsang, one of the devotees' father, he passed away. So we are doing satsang kirtan in his house. One of his relatives came. He was supposed to talk about the person who died. We gave the mic to him. 20 minutes he only spoke about his entire life journey of what he has done and achieved in life. He has retired and is continuing after retirement. He is being a consultant. He is talking, I am constructing dams which are thousands of crores and I am the only consultant. Government comes to me and I'm like, who died? Why are you here? And nobody clapped after that. Because when I spoke, everybody clapped. When I was speaking about God. He spoke about his entire life history, autobiography. Nobody clapped after that. He became desperate. What is this? My entire life, nobody is clapping? I clapped. Okay, Prabhuji, thank you. Very nice. Give the mic back. Huh? After that, he came to me. He said, you can come to my office. It is very close to your office. I said, okay, that's fine. Then I was talking to other devotees, some Krishna Katha. And again he came to me. But we can meet, we can discuss more. Desperate for what? Recognition. And finally he gave me his office card. Take this. Give me. Keep it inside. Then he became peaceful. Why? Why? Just think about it. Why? Do you want to be like that? Do you want to be in that situation? Huh? The only recognition that will make us happy is when you understand that you are a servant of God. That's all. You become a devotee in your life, you don't need any visiting card. You don't need any achievement to get praise. You don't need any wealth to get respect. You just become a devotee, a nice devotee, you will respect the whole world and the whole world will support you. The whole world will take care of you. Right? Connection with God is so important. But nobody is teaching us the importance of connection of God. Right? In that whole Kurukshetra, there is one side who is not connected to Krishna, and there is another side who is completely connected to Krishna. Right? Who is more happy? Yeah. Pandavas are very happy. Of course, they were also going through tough time, but they had connection with Krishna. They could see Krishna is there. Right? In whatever circumstance, in the 11th hour, in the 12th hour, Krishna will come and take care of things. But Duryodhana, who was there? Nobody was there for him. Right? So life is a Kurukshetra, Prabhuji and Mataji. Whatever I told is a journey of Kurukshetra only, which all of us are going to see one day. Every single person sitting here, you will cry. This life will make you cry, weep, and nobody will be there to understand you. Not even your children, not even your spouse, not even any relative, not even any friend. The time will come. At that time, if you are part of a satsang, if you are part of a devotional community, you will be very peaceful. You'll be very happy. So what is happening here, Bhagavad Gita class, don't think, okay, I've attended the class, I've understood something, I'll write an article on this, or I'm doing some, I'll learn some song out of this, some sloka out of this. This is your life support system until you die. Make this as the most important aspect of your life. Don't give this up for anything else till you die. And if you continue like this, then you'll not have another birth. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yohite tatvatah tyaktva deham punarjanma nahiti mameti swarjuna. Just by hearing about me, understanding my appearance, understanding my disappearance, understanding my qualities, you'll not take birth again. You'll not take birth again. Right? Krishna is saying, don't fall for the maya of this world. This world is going to allure you like anything. Every morning you go and stand in front of a mirror thinking what? I am the most beautiful person. Really? You think you are the most beautiful person? Huh? You still think. Roji, ऐसा क्यों बोल रहे हैं? In America, they are putting injections in their faces now to look like him. Closely look at the face of Salman Khan now. Budo. He is already old fellow. You should have a grandson by now. His biggest tension is what? To look here. To look here. But you know what? When you become devotional, the older you become, the more beautiful you become. Look at Srila Prabhupada. Right? Your qualities are the real beauty, not your external appearance. What is there in external appearance? Oh, chana andanga unna. Em ledu. Mentala unna. You know, one of my friends, he gifted me a mirror. Right? So mirror it can be folded like this, tuck like this. In between there is a mirror. On this side there is a photo, this side there is a photo. Right? On this side there is, so if you open it like this, right, in between the mirror, you can stick it to your mirror. Like that. On the left side there is a child, small child, some child, picture, that I am that child. On the right side there is a skeleton. In between there is a mirror. Every morning I'll go and see my face in the this side child, this side skeleton. Hare Krishna, what is this? But that's the reality. That's the reality. You should remember that, you know, whatever you think you are looking like as a young boy, young girl, it's going to change. It's change like this without any your notice. Huh? We try to look good. Everybody knows what expression should keep look good. Again, but the real expression that makes you look good is when you devotionally fold your hands in front of Krishna and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hanumanji, is he beautiful? Have you seen a monkey's face anytime? Is it beautiful? But when Valmiki Muni wrote about Hanumanji, the main section of Ramayana, when Hanumanji is going and fighting for Lanka, what did he name that Kanda as? Sundara Kanda. Right? The most beautiful devotee is going to serve the Supreme Lord. Right? So that is the beauty of devotion, Prabhu. That is the beauty that we actually are. Our soul is beautiful, Satchitananda. But when we cover it with this material thoughts and material wealth and material, recognition, we only make ourselves dirty. We make ourselves dirty. Like a rain of drop, when it is falling down on the earth, it is very pure. When it falls on the ground, it becomes dirty. We are all like the drop. Now we are dirty, but we can become purified again. How? When you go and join back in the ocean, you become pure again. But how can a drop of rain go to the ocean? It will fall on the ground, it will go inside, khatam. How will it become pure again? If it falls in the river. Right? If the drop chooses to fall in a river, then the river will take it to the ocean. In the same way, when we want to become purified, we have to fall in a satsang. This satsang will purify us and take us back to Krishna. Alone you cannot do anything. You think the drop can go to the ocean? I will go. I'm a drop. You'll be evaporated in a second. You'll not go anywhere. But with the support of a good satsang, which inspires you to go, which changes your personality, which changes your choices, which changes your behavior, makes you connected to God, it will take you back. It will take you back. That is the reason Pandavas in the Kurukshetra were very confident. Yes, war will create devastation. War will have problems on both the sides. But wherever there is dharma, the war will be won. Wherever there is no dharma, there is no meaning to that war also. So here in this shloka, it is being told that everybody will be doomed. You know, Prabhupada is saying in the Bible, everybody will be doomed in the war. Text 19. Saghosho dhritarashranam hridayani vyadharayat nabhascha prithivim chaiva tumulo abhyanu nadayan. Repeat after me. The blowing of these different conch shells became uproarious, vibrating both in the sky and on the earth. It shattered the hearts of the sons of Dhritarashtra. Okay? Hare Krishna. Your hearts are shattered when you don't take shelter of God. Praying is the greatest powerful thing than anything else in this world. Your prayer is more powerful than any nuclear weapon also. How many have faith in that? One prayer is more powerful than anything. Actually, we don't have that faith. That is the reason we are suffering. But when you heartfully pray, everything can change. The whole world can change like this. When Ashwadhama sent the Brahmastra on Uttara, what did she do? She just prayed. Hey Nandanandana, hey Gopala, hey Govinda, please come and save me. There is nobody else who can save me. And Brahmastra is a maha nuclear weapon. Nobody can create a Brahmastra. But how did she get saved from a Brahmastra? Just by Krishna. Krishna just entered her womb at the size of a thumb. And he stood in between Brahmastra and Parikshit. And Krishna and Parikshit Maharaj could first time see God. Even before he is born, in the womb of his mother, he saw. He saw God, the size of a thumb. He immediately got so attracted as a small child inside. Right? And after he came outside, he was saying, I want to see him again. I want to see him again. I want to see him again. That is the reason he is named Parikshit. The one who is observing closely to find God. Parikshitanga చూస్తున్నాడు. Right? So who can save us? Only God can save us. Rakhe Krishna Mare Koi, Mare Krishna Rakhe Koi. This is the best comprehensive insurance policy we should write in our house. Repeat after me. Rakhe Krishna Mare Koi, Mare Krishna Rakhe Koi. If Krishna wants to save you, nobody can kill you. And if Krishna wants to kill you, nobody can save you. What other insurance policy you want? Just depend on him, that's it. After one point, Krishna, tumhari marzi hai. You want to do it, it'll happen. Other day I had a little back pain. I was thinking, how will I sit? How will I give a class? Maybe I can't sit. Then at one point, I looked at my wife. She was like, why are you taking tension? I said, yeah, why am I taking tension? This Bhagavad Gita class, Krishna should take tension. I'm coming here to do seva. If he doesn't want me to give the class, okay, I'll not give the class. If he wants me to give the class, okay, I'll give the class. It's as simple as that. In life, when we keep God in the center, then he has to take tension. No? Like we discussed, how a monkey is holding its mother. A cat is being held by its mother. Be a cat. Run around, do your book distribution, tell Bhagavad Gita to everybody, do services to Krishna. And your colleagues are wondering, hey, kaam kab kar raha hai? All the time he is in devotion only. Where is the work happening in the office? I'm not encouraging that, but when at a pure devotee level, Krishna will take care. Krishna knows coding also, right? Huh? Of course Krishna knows coding. He is a greater data scientist also. He knows the past also, present also, future also. Right? We are creating artificial intelligence. He has real intelligence. He will take care of Baba, and he will take care. Actually, he is the one who is taking care. You think we all got the job in those companies looking at our face value? See? What face value you have? He gave the job. It's murkho ek job though. Right? Why murk? Because you are not serious about your human birth. That is the reason you are murk. When you are serious about human birth and you are doing the activity that you should do in human birth, then you are intelligent. Otherwise you are mudha. Right? So Krishna is giving all facilities. He is giving good wife, good house, and you are thinking, hey, because of I bought this house, nice real estate deal hai. Pagal hai. Prakriti kriyamanani gune karmani sarvashah ahankara vimudhatma kartahi miti manyate. Your ahankara is telling that you are the doer. What you are the doer? Nothing is in your hands. Nothing is in your hands. We are in a false illusion that I achieved something in life. False illusion. Picholaman. Right? Oh, actually that is Maya. It is sitting in everybody, including me. Oh, I know this now, including Bhagavad Gita. I know this shloka also. And if he removes my remembrance, I can't remember anything. What is the disease? People forget everything. Parkinson's. Huh? Alzheimer. Alzheimer है तो क्या करोगे? My cousin's mother, she has Alzheimer's. You know how she sits in the house like this? That's all. My cousin goes, Amma. She doesn't recognize her own son. Forget about others. She can't recognize her own face. Who is she? Scary, right? Huh? Will you remember you are a CA, MBA? She has to be told, now go to the toilet, taken to the toilet. If she remembers, she'll have toilet. Otherwise, on the bed only. Like a walking dead body. Prabhu, this material body is not anything good. Don't be proud of it. It can reverse everything in a second. And then you are nothing. So, great acharyas are telling, don't misuse this time. This time is very important. You are able to hear me? Good! Your ears are working. You are able to see me? Good! Your eyes are working. Now make your brains also work. By making Bhagavad Gita the most important activity of your birth. Because death can come anytime. Even before death, any disease can come anytime. The purpose of human life will not understand. It's not a choice to go to satsang. This is the only hope. And why am I conducting satsang? Not because I'm a teacher or a guru. I'm not a guru. I'm a useless fellow. My guru knows what I am. But I am conducting this so that I can read Bhagavad Gita. Keeping you in the friend, I can read Bhagavad Gita. At least this way, some Bhagavad Gita I'm reading every week. Right? Nobody is anything in this world. Nobody is anything in this world. Only Krishna is the absolute truth. And we all have to go back to him. Whole human birth is given to become God conscious and go back to him. That's the purpose of human life. Everything else is only to support your job, your education. Everything is to what? To support. to support this most important activity. Bhagavad Gita is being told Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, and finally Bhakti Yoga. For what? For us to surrender to Krishna. I say, okay, done, Krishna, I'm done. I have understood now. That without you I am nothing. Without you I am nothing. I'm not saying we are nothing. Without God we are nothing. Say there is an engine, there is a big engine. Right? In that engine there is a screw. Right? That screw, Hare Krishna. That screw you can give it to Tulsi in there. Be careful, Hare Krishna. Yeah. So, just imagine. The engine has how many screws? Maybe 1,000 screws. Different screws. Huh? If one screw has fallen down, and you have seen that screw somewhere, what is the worth of that screw? Nothing. It doesn't have a worth. Unless you fit it in the engine, it has a worth. Okay? Engine might lose some small function. But significantly it will not lose. One screw has fallen down. That's all. As long as the screw is attached to the engine, the screw has worth of it. As long as we are connected to Krishna, we have some worthiness. Otherwise, we are what? We are nonsense. We are on this planet. Nothing. We have no worth. Just like a leaf on a tree. If the leaf is decoupled from the tree, it will dry. As long as it's connected to the tree, it is nice and green. Actually, in our life, we have to be connected to God. Connected to God and asking what? To keep that connection. Take shelter of Him. Tell Him, give me the intelligence to understand. Give me the Shastra Chakshu to understand what is reality and what is fake. Remind me of my real position in life. Remind me of my real position in life. Otherwise, our position will be really bad. Right? Bhagavad Gita is a reminder. Now, from here, you're going to hear the questions of Arjuna as we go forward. Right? Very intelligent questions. And then the answers of Krishna will start. Okay? Let's keep going forward. The blowing of these different conchs became uproarious, vibrating both in the skies and on the earth. It shattered the hearts of the sons of Dhritarashtra. Yeah. Text 20. अथ व्यवसासितान् दृष्ट्वा धृतराष्ट्रान् कपिध्वजा धार्तराष्ट्रान् कपिध्वजा प्रवृत्ते शस्त्रसम्पाते धनुरुद्यम्य पाण्डव ऋषिकेशं तदा वाक्यम् इदम् आह महीपते. At that time, the son of Pandu, at that time Arjuna, the son of Pandu, seated in the chariot, bearing the flag, marked with Hanuman, took up his bow and prepared to shoot his arrows. O king, after looking at the sons of Dhritarashtra drawn in a military array, Arjuna then spoke to Lord Krishna these words. Right? So just imagine when the conversation is happening, he removed the bow, blew the conch shell, he's pointed, and then he's saying, Krishna, I want to see whom I'm going to shoot. Can you take me in between? Right? It's literally the action time. Everybody is ready to shoot the arrows. The war is beginning. There is no more discussion. Conch shells are blown. Weapons are made ready. Everybody is already pointing. He's the first one I'm going to kill. And then Arjuna says, please take me in between both the armies so that I can see who has come to fight with me. Right? This is a very important thing in our life we should learn from this, is that before you make any big decision in life, keep God in the center. The highest purpose should be in the center, not the lowest purpose. Right? Earlier, when marriage proposals used to come, one of the most important criteria for a family to choose another family is how God conscious that family is. Because if they are God conscious, everything else is automatically right. There is nothing to discuss. Because see, in order to be a good person, in Telugulo untaru, bhayam undali, bhakti undali. Right? Antaru kada? You should either have fear or you should have bhakti. One thing should be there. Otherwise, you will not behave properly. Right? So the family would see how nicely devotional the family is, opposite family where I'm giving my daughter or I'm giving my son, how devotionally inclined. Because if they're devotionally inclined, automatically they'll follow dharma. They'll not do any nonsensical activity. They'll not try to exploit each other. They will try to stay united. Family is always united when there is God in the center. Right? Everything is taken care. As soon as they see the family is God conscious. Which God conscious is not important. First of all, depending on a higher power is most important. That was seen. And what they used to say? This temple we are serving. What is the opulence they will speak about? My grandfather constructed this temple. Our family is giving this much to the temple. Or our family is doing this service in the temple. That was enough qualification for the opposite person to say, very nice. I'll give my daughter here. Right? But what are people telling today? We occupied the temple. God is not important. We are practical people. Then what is happening to those marriages? Court cases, suing each other, fighting with each other, struggling to live together, no respect for anybody in the house, waiting for elders to die so that burden is gone. Children being brought up like animals, eating and sleeping filthy things. Right? That is what is happening. Why? The supreme person, the God is missing there. God is missing there. Right? Where is victory in life? Where can there be happiness in life? How can you find happiness? When your family is not aligned to you, everybody is talking, I need my own space. So why did you marry? Why are you marrying somebody and asking, I need my own space? Whole space is available. No? Go sleep in the garden. Why to marry somebody and torture his life or her life? I think, and they tell, oh, my husband is very nice, he has his own space, he gives my own space. Why did you marry them? You can't do one activity together. You can't do one activity together. ఏమండి నేను సత్సంగం వెళ్తున్నా మీరు వస్తారా అయ్యా నాకు ఇంట్రెస్ట్ లేదు మరి ఎందుకు పెళ్లి చేసుకున్నావు ఎందుకు చేసుకున్నావు వాట్ డిడ్ యూ టెల్ ఇన్ ఫ్రంట్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫైర్ వెన్ యూ గాట్ మ్యారీడ్ that both of us will help each other to go back to God. That is what you prayed in the front of fire, in the front of Panchabhutas. And what are you doing now? Where can you find happiness when you have deceived God and all the devatas? You told lies there. They go and show that nakshatra, right? See that nakshatra. What do they show in the nakshatra? Both are going around each other. For what? To serve God. Remove that important thing from the life. And all we are looking for is degree, a house in Pichiboli. Status. For what? Prabhuji and Matajis, it's horrible outside there. Horrible. I get to meet so many people because I interact with so many people. Little bit they spend time, then they start telling all problems about each other. Every family is crying, dying. I know one very big real estate family. She told me she goes in Mercedes Benz, he goes in Audi convertibles, and she's telling me, I hate my husband, I'm waiting for him to die. I'm waiting for him to die. I was shocked looking at her. Right? Very big real estate company owners. Frustrated. You will not find happiness if there is no God. Victory will follow where there is God. And real victory is satisfaction in life. Satisfaction in life. Why they are victorious? Kapit Dwaja. Huh? The word Kapit Dwaja is being used. Kapit Dwaja means what? On the Dwaja there is Kapi. Kapi is who? Hanumanji. Hanumanji is in the front because he is fighting this war for Ram. When Bhima went out once, when he was angry for a little discussion that happened, he went out and he saw Hanumanji. It's a big story. And Hanumanji told, and he could not cross. Hanumanji kept his tail. He crushed the pride of Bhima. And then Bhima said, "You are Hanumanji. It cannot be anybody else except Hanumanji." And Hanumanji said, "Yes, it's me, but I'm teaching you a lesson. Don't be arrogant for your power that you have. Be very humble for everybody." And then Hanumanji said, "You've given me a great instruction, but we are going to fight a great war. You should be with us." Right? Hanumanji said, "No, this is not my time to do the war. Now it's your time to do the war. But I will be with you as Kapit Dwaja. On a flag, there is Hanumanji. And I will roar." He said, "I will roar." Right? The roaring sound was so high when, just imagine, Arjuna's chariot is going, Kapit Dwaja, Hanumanji on the top, and Arjuna removes his arrows and like a flash, the arrow is coming, and behind the arrow there is coming sound. Roar is coming. Jai Shri Ram! Like that. Opposite fellow, he's already dead. That is the power of Hanumanji. Right? But he will not be on the Dwaja of Duryodhana. He will only be on the Dwaja of Arjuna. Why? Because he is fighting for Dharma. When you are fighting for Dharma, you might be the weakest person, but you will ultimately win the war. Because Dharma Sansthapanarthaya Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. He will take care of it. Be on the side of Dharma. Never lie. Provision Mataji, we should never lie. Never cheat anybody. Don't exploit anybody. These are the values we should take from after the Bhagavad Gita class. And do what is right. Say what is right. And Krishna will take care of it. Huh? Wear tilak. This is my God's feet on my head. This is God's feet, right? What you're wearing is a feet. Why can't you buy one Chandan from Gopi Chandan from Amazon? Why not? Use Amazon for the right purpose at least once. Order one Gopi Chandan. Huh? You want to have this tilak keeping, the little yantra you can take. Otherwise, you can also use your finger. I put it in my finger. Just keep it, press and pull it up. Your tilak is already ready. Then second time, just pull it one finger up and it's ready. And keep a tulsi on your, and be proud of what are you. This is my feet of my Lord Ram. Why Lord Ram? He is the greatest human being, the greatest person who ever walked on this planet. I want to become like him. Right? With pride you say that. And with happiness you declare that. Right? And see what differences will come in your life. Many people, just by seeing you wearing a tilak, they will respect you. Not expecting them, but just by wearing, he is related to God. I'll tell you a small instance. Just sharing this. I'm in a post in my office where it's an important post. So when my customers come, I'm in a support function. I take care of HR and finance for one IT company. So when customers come, they most of the time they spend with the technical group. You know what I'm saying, right? They will spend time with the technical group. So I sometimes go and spend some time because I have to talk, how am I taking care of human resources? How are the people happy here? Appraisal system. So there is less attrition. So they get affected and all that. Anyway, I'll not get into that too much office discussion. Words are all office discussion, right? Attrition. Anyway, so there is this person, his name is Jainarayan. He heads a very big post in dairy industry, representing government, NDDB. He is the IT head of NDDB. So he came. And they give projects to big companies like Wipro, Infosys and all. Ours is small-time company. He still comes there, medium-scale company. So he came and he was giving the presentation. My boss was like, "Hey, Lakshman." My middle name is Lakshman. So, "Lakshman, you're not coming to the presentation." I'll come. Okay, I went and sat there. Then he came with 3 other people and he was looking at the presentation. And suddenly looked at me. I looked at him. Love at first sight. But he was just looking at me. Like, yes, And then I introduced myself. That he is the head of our HR and finance. Okay. Then the presentation continued. Then there was a break. Then I said, okay, my presentation is over, so I'll go back to my cabin. I went back to my cabin. He came to my cabin. Then I was, hey, sir, you're here, hey, please sit down. Yeah, sir, present. I brought people, they'll hear it. I want to ask you something. Yeah, you can ask me. Why do you wear this? I said, this is, the feet of my God that I believe, Krishna. And this is Tulasi, who gives me devotion, so I'm wearing this. He said, okay. So you practice spiritual life? So my cabin has a Bhagavad Gita, there is a Prabhupada picture, there is a Radha Krishna picture. Little setup is so I don't do any nonsense. I keep everybody ready. So he looked here and there. Then he started asking questions. So how do you practice? What do you do? This, that. Okay, good. Done. Right? And then lunchtime happened. So lunchtime, they ordered lunch for all the customers and all managers. They ordered from some hotel. My wife gives me a dabba, prashad. I said, I'm not having lunch. I brought me. So then I was having my lunch in my own cabin. He came to my cabin and asked, why are you not having lunch with us? I said, I'm having my dabba, so I'm having. And my boss is wondering, why is this fellow getting so much in connection with this fellow? We are doing all the presentations for to get business. I was also wondering why. So he said, no, you can bring your prashad, you can have with us. We'll just sit together. I want to spend some time with you. I said, okay, let's spend some time. So everybody is discussing, we have this resources, highly skilled, this much experience, this implementation experience, that experience. He's not listening to anything. He's just, okay, so in spiritual life you chant, how many rounds you chant, how much time you spend like that. I'm going on. After the lunch, the main presentation, the statement of work, all that had to be discussed, and the presentation, proposal, everything. He said, my people will take care. He came and sat in my room. He started asking question after question. My boss is walking around. I said, okay, no problem. So I spent some more time. Then he asked, okay, I am a devotee of Lord Shiva. I do meditation for 2 hours early in the morning. I said, very good. Vaishnavana Vathashamba, you're doing very good. Then I said, I want to understand more. I want to understand Bhagavad Gita. Can you tell me something that I can do? And I have a son, he also needs to learn. He's also grown up now, so I want to connect him also. I said, okay, you can listen to, some lectures. So I gave recording of the SSR lecture, right, that I sent to all of you, the YouTube link. I sent it to you. I told him your flight to Delhi, he lives in Delhi. So your flight to Delhi is a little long. So why don't you hear the lecture while you are in the flight? Anyway, you have time, na? So you can hear. He said, okay, I'll hear. So he went back. He went back to the airport. I came back to my house. Night 10:30. He sent me a message. I reached Delhi. I finished the lecture. 3 hours lecture you finished. Very nice. So I said, how did you like? He said, very like. I want the next lecture. Okay, so here is a part 2. Take the part 2. Next day afternoon, message. I finished the second lecture. Where is the third lecture? He said, Bhaiya, here is the playlist. You listen what you want to listen. So then he listened some of the lectures. In between, he again messaged. He was in 4th or 5th lecture. Normally, people take like 1 month to finish the 12 lecture. One lecture is like 3 hours. He finished 4 or 5 lectures in 2 days. Like, where can I chant? Where can I get that? You were talking about chanting in your lecture. So where can I get the beads? I said, you are in Delhi, na? There are 7 temples in Delhi, 7 or 8 temples. You can go to any one of these temples and find the beads. Okay, done. He bought the beads. Then after just 1 week finishing, he called me. He said, I'm chanting 16 rounds. Hare Krishna. This is a super track. I told Prabhu, you are more advanced than anybody is saying. You are my guru. Going at that pace. No, I want to learn more. You tell me what I should do next. Said, you can read Bhagavad Gita. No, I want to hear more lectures. I'm related to how you talk. Okay, no problem. I'm not any guru, but you can listen to hear is the old Bhagavad Gita. All lectures are there. You hear. He's hearing one after the. And within another 2 months, then he called me. He said, I'm in the temple, Prabhu. I'm attending Mangalarti. What? He's a big guy. He's not a small, But look at Big Guy in the sense he is very intelligent. Right? He picked it up. Right? And now it's 2 years. He's chanting 16 rounds. He goes to satsangs every week. He finishes 16 rounds by 6 o'clock in the morning. Right? He's reading Srimad Bhagavatam. And he's connecting people to Krishna consciousness in Delhi. And every day, and next time when he came to Hyderabad, he told me, I'm coming to Hyderabad. I was like, is there any proposal meeting? I said, I want to come and meet you. So proposal is a bahana. I'm anyway coming with the office work, but I want to meet you. So okay. Then my boss also told, okay, you go. He stopped eating onion garlic. He stopped eating non-vegetarian. He stopped drinking anything. He's only taking prasad. Then I went to the airport. I'm meeting him after 6 months. Right? First time as a customer and next time, as a devotee. So I stopped my car in that airport when I'm not supposed to stop for too long. So I said, I'll wave my hand. I'm searching very Jainarang. And he, Haribol Prabhu is like, so what is this? Please come. So I took him directly from there to ISKCON Attapur temple. Then we both had lunch, prasad in Govinda's restaurant in the temple. And he was talking about his spiritual life. This is amazing. I'm so happy now. Everything is fixed. I'm clear. I'm going to retire. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Hare Krishna. Then he came to the office. He looked at my, my boss. And my boss said, okay, evening we are going out for dinner. I've arranged everything. The whole main team, core team is coming, this and that. Okay, good. Then my boss told, you also have to come. I'm forced to go sometimes. Then I was like, okay, I'll also come. Then I went to that. It was a big pub kind of a thing. The customers have to be taken care, right? Because customer, kast karke marte hain, so you should do something for them. So we went to that pub and he looked at me there. I went to that. Prabhu, what are you doing? I said, you have come, so they have called me. No, you don't have to come to this nonsensical place. You go. And my managers are sitting there watching what is going on here, So he became a proper devotee. I'm giving you, and there are many examples like this. People at a certain level of consciousness immediately take up devotion. People at a lower consciousness take time to take up devotion. Intelligent person will pick it up and go fast. How? Because in last life, he has already finished SSR and Bhagavad Gita. Some attachment made him take birth again. Some attachment. And the moment he came in touch with devotees at the age of 50, he immediately got attracted. And everything else became secondary. Now, I want to go very fast pace in this. My purpose of life is fixed. So, Prabhuji and Mataji, anybody sitting beside you in satsang, you can't judge how advanced they are. Because you don't know their past birth. You don't know what all. And there is somebody who is not getting convinced. You should understand, he has not started his spiritual life. But in next life, he will come regularly. Right? It's a life-on-life process which Krishna explains in Bhagavad Gita. Yeah. So be proud of who you are. Right? Wear a tilak. Dress in a very appropriate way. Dress in a respectful way. People should look at you and they should feel like folding their hands. Then you are dressed properly. Right? Speak in a way which is respectful. Krishna tells all this in Bhagavad Gita. That mode of goodness, they speak very respectfully. They'll not use filthy words. They'll not use abusive words. Right? All these things can be taught when we can be taught when we learn Bhagavad Gita. Ramayana we learn. Right? But be proud of who you are. Pandavas were very proud of who they are. They are devotees of Krishna. Very clear. That is the reason when the choice was given, take the army or Krishna, whom did they choose? Huh? Krishna, there was no discussion on that. There was no discussion on that. Krishna. In your life, Krishna. Because if Krishna is there, everything is automatically there about that. When Krishna is there with you, Lakshmi Devi is standing at the door. Saying that my Supreme Lord is in your house. My Supreme Lord is in your house. I have to take care of this house. You're not asking Lakshmi Devi to come. She's automatically behind Krishna. My devotee has to be healthy. So he can do my service. He will take care of everything. Right? In the same way, Arjuna, I am there with you. Do the war. Right? Go and do the war. And I will take care of everything. You don't be worried. What astra he has, what astra she has, not important. Biggest strength is Krishna. And wherever there is Krishna, there is Hanumanji. And wherever there is Hanumanji, there has to be victory. There has to be victory. There is no discussion on that. Purport. The battle was just about to begin. It is understood from the above statement that the sons of Dhritarashtra were more or less disheartened by the unexpected arrangement of military force by the Pandavas, who were guided by the direct instructions of Lord Krishna on the battlefield. The emblem of Hanuman on the flag of Arjuna is another sign of victory, because Hanuman cooperated with Lord Rama in the battle between Rama and Ravana, and Lord Rama emerged victorious. Now both Rama and Hanuman were present on the chariot of Arjuna to help him. Lord Krishna is Rama himself, and wherever Lord Rama is, his eternal servitor Hanuman and his eternal consort Sita, the goddess of fortune, are present. Therefore, Arjuna had no cause to fear any enemies whatsoever, and above all, the Lord of the senses, Lord Krishna, was personally present to give him direction. Thus, all good counsel was available to Arjuna in the matter of executing the battle in such auspicious conditions arranged by the Lord. For his eternal devotee lays the signs of assured victory. Assured victory. Assured victory. Arjuna Uvacha. Arjuna Uvacha. Senayorubhavor madhye. Ratham sthapaya me achyuta. Yavad etan nirikshe aham. Yodukamam avasthitan. Kairmaya sahayodhyavyam. Asmin rana samudhyame. Repeat after me. Arjuna said, O infallible one, please draw my chariot between the two armies, so that I may see those present here who desire to fight, and with whom I must contend in this great trial of arms. Right? See, that is the compassionate nature of a devotee. Even the person he is going to kill, he wants to see him once, because he understands that Krishna is there in their hearts also, but they are so ignorant. Right? Purport. Although Lord Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, out of his causeless mercy, he was engaged in the service of his friend. He never fails in his affection of his devotees, and thus he is addressed herein as infallible. Infallible. Achyuta. Everyone say Achyuta? Achyuta. Achyuta means infallible. The one who doesn't deviate from anything he endeavors. Right? The one who never falls from his duty is called Achyuta. Right? I'm a father, but sometimes I'm not being a great father. But Krishna is the best father always. He is the also. Right? Before Arjuna gets up in the morning, look at this. Who is Krishna? The supreme personality of Godhead. There is nobody above him. That Krishna, before Arjuna gets up, will clean the chariot. Previous day, all blood marks and all the dust, and he'll clean the chariot. He'll feed the horses. He will make them drink water. He'll make everything ready on the chariot. Bring the chariot in front of Arjuna's shiva, the camp, and he will knock the door saying, chariot is ready. Hare Krishna. Okay? That is God. When he serves his devotee, whatever role he takes, he is the best in that role. Best in that role. Not like, okay, I'm doing it because he asked me to be a driver. He is actually like a driver. And Arjuna says, go there. He doesn't argue. Why there? Why here? Of course, he sees the protection angle. I have to protectively take him there. But he doesn't disobey the order. And he is on time. Aham kalosmi. I am that time, he tells in Bhagavad Gita, but he is following his own time. Never it is mentioned that he came late to the chariot and Arjuna had to become late to the war. went late to the office, like, no, never. On time. Right? That is Krishna. That is how he's showing how he plays his role. We are different. For us, we are greater than time also. Because of our ignorance. But God is not like that. On time. Have you ever gone to a temple and not seen God there? On time. He is always on time. There is this deity of Gopalji. Right? Gopalji in Govardhan, which was established by, Krishna's son. What's his name? How am I forgetting? Completely went blank. Huh? No. His grandson. No. Come on. Vajranath. So he established the deity of Gopalji there. And afterwards, because the Mughal rulers, all the Brahmins ran away from there. And the deity is left there. So Madhavendra Puri established the deity of Gopalji. It's a big story. Now, again when the attack happened, this Gopalji deity was being taken down towards Dwarka to protect it. And on the way, the deity became very heavy. And there is a whole story, I'm not getting into the details. So right now, that deity of Gopalji who lifted Govardhan is in a place called Nathdwar. Have you heard of this place? Nathdwar, right? Near the southern Rajasthan, very close to Gujarat, you can say. So in this Nathdwar, now Gopalji is the one who lifts Govardhan, who plays with cows and cowherd men and gopis. So in Nathdwar is there during the daytime. During the night time, he goes to Vrindavan. Even now. So there is a time at which the temple has to be opened. Right? So Nathdwar temple opens at 5 o'clock. So whole night Krishna is doing Ras Leela, he is dancing with the gopis and playing with his friends and boys and everybody in Vrindavan. And then exactly the morning before 5 o'clock, he used to come there and stand like this. One day, the Brahman became a little ecstatic. The main person who was supposed to open the temple, he forgot. The cock, he did it. So it's morning, so he went and he opened the door. It was 4 o'clock. And he saw the deity was completely filled with water. Like water is like going down. And he said, "Oh, Gopalji, what happened? Why are you sweating like this?" Gopalji said, You opened the temple, I had to run and come from there. That is the reason I'm sweating. So then they kept a whole system that no Brahmana should go and open the door before. Now they have a tracking system now. Like this alarm will happen, this only this time, this is make sure the time before. So I'm telling you this because God is so particular about time of his devotees, time of opening the temple also. Right? Of course, when you have Jagannath, there is no time only. Anytime his devotees want, he'll open the temple. Ramanacharya, the greatest acharyas, he went to Jagannath Puri and he asked, he got up in the Mangalarti time. He got up early in the morning and he went to Jagannath Darshan. The temple is not open. Brahma Muhurta, temple should open. Right? As per the Pancharatra Vidhi, there is a time to open the temple. Then he saw all Pandas are walking like this. Coolly they are coming. Pandas are the Brahmanas of Jagannath. So they are coolly walking down. Ramana said, "What is this? Narada Pancharatra Vidhi, you should open the time and you are coming." So whenever we come, we open the temple. When we open the temple, Jagannath is woken up. He's like, "What is this? They are not following any Vidhi." So he went and complained to the king of Orissa that your people have to be trained. This is not a way to treat the Supreme Lord. He has to be trained. Right? And then immediately the king told, "Okay, tomorrow morning training classes will start. All of you Pandas, you have to attend the training classes." Pandas were like, they went to Jagannath. "Hey, Jagannath, if you are not happy, you can tell us, right? What is this recommendation? We are serving you so nicely. Why are you going and telling, that king has to tell you have to get trained? What training you want? We are nicely bringing you chapan bhog every day. Nicely you are eating. Fully you are eating. We are bringing this. We are taking care of you, so personally. If you have a problem, you can discuss with us." Like that, they complained to Jagannath. Jagannath became very angry. "What is this? Who is coming and disturbing my devotees?" Ramanacharya is also a great devotee. He's Rama Anuja, Swayam Balram, right? Swayam Lakshman. And Next day morning, Ramanujacharya said, okay, now we are going in the morning, now Aarti time. So everybody got up. And Ramanujacharya got up and he's seeing there are all Shivalingas around him. Remember, understood, he's in Kurma Kshetra, which is in Andhra Pradesh. So Jagannath transported entire Ramanujacharya and all his group from Orissa to Andhra Pradesh in the night only. And there Ramanujacharya, he was so joyful. He's a great Acharya. These are all past tense. Huh? Don't think I'm telling anything wrong about Ramanujacharya. He's a great devotee. So he established Kurma Kshetra there. And Pandavas are very happy. We can continue our schedule. Even now in Jagannath Puri, everything happens
Spontaneously.
Everything happens spontaneously. Whatever Jagannath wants, they understand. Whatever they want, Jagannath takes. There is no rules in Jagannath Puri for eating prasad. Normally, किसी का झूठा नहीं करना चाहिए. When somebody is eating, you should never take anything from that plate. That is the rule everywhere. In Jagannath Puri, there is no rule. You eat wherever you want, whichever you want, whoever you want. If you go to Jagannath Puri, then there will be a pot. From there, they'll take the prasad like this and keep it in your plate. Anand Bazar. It's like that is another time of Jagannath who doesn't have any time. What is the time he will be put to sleep? When Pandavas want. I think let us close the temple now. Jagannath like, I thought my next meal is going to come. But you decided now only. Okay, no problem. Early morning meal will come. Even before he finished eating, and washed his hands, the next meal will come. Just now it. No, eat again. All the time you'll see the boga is going from Jagannath's temple into the Jagannath temple, and there is a whole kitchen area. Now they have surrounded it. Earlier you could go and see how they cook also. Right? Only the ingredients which are used in this Bharatvarsha are used. No tomato, no potato. Because tomato and potato don't belong to Bharatvarsha. They were imported at one point. Lot of things that we use here are not used for Jagannath. Authentic Bharatvarsha mein jo from thousands, billions of years, what is grown here only is given to Jagannath. Right? And they cook in 7-layer pots. Pot, pot, and then the fire below. Which one will be cooked first? The one on the top. Mystic. Right? Jagannath ka kheer, are baap re. I'm already feeling like going and eating. Jagannath khaja. Everything about Jagannath. No time regulation in front of Jagannath. Boga will go from there after the Jagannath eats, then the prasad will go to Vimala Devi. Vimala Devi is Parvati. There is a whole story, I'll not get into that. Then it will go to Lord Shiva outside. Then after Lord Shiva, it will come to everybody, all the other Mukoti Devatas. Ganesh, everybody it will go. Then it will come to all of us in Anand Bazar. No time regulation. But the same Krishna, he says, Aham Kalosmi, I am time. And he is very, very particular about serving his devotees. When you call him, he will come on time. On time will come. But you have to call him. Problem is we don't call him. We call police, we call neighbor, we call this, we call that, we call this. But ultimately when we call Krishna with all our heart, he will come and he will take care. Of course, I'm not telling we should not call police. But the faith that we should have, Draupadi called everybody in the Rajya Sabha. Nobody came to help. Right? But ultimately, when she called Krishna, he came. She complained, why did you come so late? You called me so late. You are calling Dhritarashtra, you are calling Dronacharya, you are calling Bhishma, you are calling this, you are calling that. When did you call me? You called me at the end. So I came. Whenever we call, right? So that is the greatness of Krishna. He is very particular about time. Essence of time. We should never waste time. Every single Chanakya Pandit says, no matter how much wealth you give, you cannot get back 1 second in your life. 1 second in your life, you can't buy it back. It is spent, is spent. Don't spend for useless things. Spend human birth, what you should spend. Savay pumsam paro dharmo yato bhakti adokshate ahaitaki aprahiyata yatmasu prasidati. Spend your time in unmotivatedly, unlimitedly, all the time becoming a devotee of Krishna. Then you will be prasidati. Then you will become happy. Where am I? In the purport, right? The battle was just about to begin. It is understood from the above statement, the sons of Dhritarashtra were more or less...
No, next 21, 22 purport.
21, 22 purport? Yeah. He never fails. Yeah, Adoksha, Achyuta. Sorry, that's where I got deviated. And thus, he is attested herein as infallible. As charioteer, he had to carry out the orders of Arjuna, and he did not and since he did not hesitate to do so, he is addressed as infallible. Although he had accepted the position of a charioteer of his devotee, his supreme position was not challenged. In all circumstances, he is the supreme personality Godhead. Rishikesha, the Lord of the total senses. The relationship between the Lord and his servitor is very sweet and transcendental. The servitor is always ready to render service to the Lord, and similarly, the Lord is always seeking an opportunity to render some service to the devotee. He takes great pleasure in his pure devotees, assuming the advantageous position of ordering him than he does in being the giver of the orders. This is a very important statement for this. This is one of the quality of God. He can give order to the whole world, how it has to function. But where does God take pleasure? When his devotee orders him. Hare Krishna. What is this? Devotees can order God? Yes, devotees are the only people who can order God. And he takes great pleasure. Right? We also experience that in our life. When our child comes and says, "Mujhe kheer chahiye," mother will feel that. Is that like an order or a happiness to do it? Right? You feel a lot of pleasure. Like that, God is also like that. When his devotee, it's not like devotee's order. Yashoda is to tell, "Sit, baith abhi." He'll sit. Without any discussion, he'll sit like that. Who are you talking about? The Supreme Personality of Godhead. Once Krishna was in Dwarka, right? And Lord Brahma wanted to meet him. He came to Dwarka. He came to the place and to the outside, people he told, "I have come, I have to meet Krishna." Then the Dwarpal there looked at him and he asked, "Who are you?" "Who am I? I am Brahma, the creator. This whole thing, I have only created. I have come here." "Okay, let me go and whatever Brahma, you told Brahma, right? Okay, go and ask." So he went inside and told Krishna. Krishna Dwarkadish is sitting inside. Shri Krishna, somebody has come to meet you. Who has come to meet me? He says it's Brahma. Which Brahma? He came outside and he asked Brahma. Brahma is still waiting outside. Yeah. So did you ask? Yeah. He asked you, which Brahma? What do you mean, which Brahma? I'm Brahma. Doesn't he know who is Brahma? What which Brahma are you talking about? He can bewildered, like, okay, what Brahma can I give recognition? Okay, four-headed Brahma. Tell him, four-headed Brahma. So they went and told inside to Krishna, four-headed Brahma has come. Oh, okay. Okay, anyway, that meeting is there, so you bring him into that room. So that Brahma entered that room, and then he entered. Already many Brahmas are sitting there. There is a Brahma board meeting. Okay? So then he saw one Brahma with 10 heads. And he's looking like this, I have more heads than you. Another Brahma, 100 heads. Another Brahma, 1,000 heads. Another Brahma, 1 lakh heads. Can you imagine what some person with 1 lakh heads? And this Brahma became humble. Look at this. I am no Brahma here. My version is very old. Only 4 heads. There are so many headed Brahmas. They're all sitting. Became very humble. According to the size of the universe, Brahma has so many heads. Ours is a medium-sized universe where we are right now. So there are many Brahmandas, different sized Brahmandas. According to that, the Brahma's heads are there. So Brahma became very humble. And then Krishna came and said, okay. So you all Brahmas are here. Some of you are here, not all Brahmas. So how many Brahmas are there? Unlimited. How many universes are there? Unlimited. Right? And how many Brahmas are coming and reporting to Krishna? Unlimited. And Krishna is saying, okay, now tell me your, the meeting that we have to have. That Krishna, Ishvaraha, Paramaha, Krishna, Satchitananda Vigraha, Anadir, Adir, Govinda, Sarva Karana Karana. That Krishna, Yashoda is telling, नोर मुझको मुझ आकर मुंह बंद करके बैठ वहां पे, नहीं तो तेरे पास बहुत पिटूंगी. And Krishna is actually sitting and crying there. He is actually crying. He is not faking. He is very scared of his mother. Why he is scared? Because he loves his mother so much. Right? He loves his mother so much. Gopas are also telling. Even Gopas, the Krishna plays with in Goloka, they don't care for Krishna. Krishna goes and says, hey, I will play now. No, go sit outside. You don't know the rules of the game. That supreme person is being told you go and sit outside. Hey, I am the Mukoti Loka. Whatever you are, you go and sit outside. Until you don't follow the rules of the game, you are not allowed to play. Then Krishna is crying, sitting there. My friends are not allowing me to play. Then the friends will look at each other. Idara. Play. Then they'll play kusti, on one another. And Krishna, the one who is the most strongest, is being, thrown apart on the ground and say like, you got defeated now. And Krishna is accepting the defeat also. Prabhuji, that is spiritual world. We cannot understand. In spiritual world, God is not God. In material world, we worship Him like God. That is what Prabhupada is telling here. He takes great pleasure taking the orders of His devotees. Don't you want to go to such a place? Huh? You want to go to such a place or Sadafai in, what is this? Gauri Reddy. Sadhana hai yahan pe. Ya fir wahan jana hai, where there is no birth, no death, no disease, no old age. And there is only happiness, singing, dancing, enjoying with Krishna, serving Krishna at all times. You want to go or no?
Yes.
Jana hai?
Yes.
Tumhari marzi. Right? So I'll read that sentence again. Prabhupada is saying, what is he saying? He takes great pleasure. You can underline that sentence. He takes great pleasure in his pure devotees, assuming the advantageous position of ordering him than he does in being given the orders. Since he is master, everyone is under his orders and no one is above him to order him. But when he finds that a pure devotee is ordering him, he obtains transcendental pleasure. Although he is the infallible master in all circumstances. As a pure devotee of the Lord, Arjuna had no desire to fight with his cousins and brothers, but he was forced to come onto the battlefield by the obstinacy of Duryodhana, who was never agreeable to any peaceful negotiation. Therefore, he was very anxious to see who the leading persons present in the battlefield were. Although there was no question of a peacemaking endeavor on the battlefield, he wanted to see them again and to see how much they were bent upon demanding an unwanted war. Right? An unwanted war, but they are demanding it. Text 23. Yochyamanam aveksha aham ya ete atra samagata Dhartarashtrasya durbuddher yuddhe priya chikirshava. Let me see those who have come here to fight, wishing to please the evil-minded son of Dhritarashtra. Right? So who is on the other side? Who has come to please that person? Let me see. Purport. It was an open secret that Duryodhana wanted to shrug the kingdom of the Pandavas by evil plans, in collaboration with his father Dhritarashtra. Therefore, all persons who had joined the side of Duryodhana must have been birds of the same feather. Arjuna wanted to see them on the battlefield before the fight was begun, just to learn who they were, but he had no intention of proposing peace negotiations with them. It was also a fact that he wanted to see them to make an estimate of the strength which he had to face, although he was quite confident of victory because Krishna was sitting by his side. Hare Krishna. See, just imagine there was a Ratsur Yajna that happened. Right? And we are talking about Ratsur Yajna. Ratsur Yajna is what? The entire world is declaring that who is the king. Okay, already. How come after 14 years, 11 Akshayani Sena is standing on the other side, only 8 Akshayani this side? Everybody agreed. At one point, everybody agreed Yudhishthira is the king. Right? How come so many people became against Pandavas? The same kings around the world who were agreeing to Pandavas being the kings in Ratsuri Yajna, after 14 years, many of them are standing on the other side. How? That shows the political skills of Duryodhana, Acharya said. That fellow knows how to make people on his side. So, Prabhuji and Mataji, the geopolitics that we are talking right now was also there during that time. Everybody is only thinking about their own country, their own advantageous position, and their own, victory. Nobody is thinking about Earth as a planet. Nobody is thinking about the world of God. See, this is the problem. When God is removed, everybody becomes different, and they all destroy the planet. When God is removed, in the family also everybody becomes different, and they destroy the love in the family. Right? So even in those times, Duryodhana was such a tactful fellow that he created so many people against the Pandavas. How? By giving them money, by giving them false assurances. Look at right now, the terrorist country Pakistan. The whole world knows that it is a terrorist country. They are only creating terrorists in their schools, in their colleges, everything. There is so much proof outside. And how come some countries are supporting? How come some countries are supporting? I'm not against any country, but why is Turkey supporting right now? Their own advantage, because Turkey wants to become the Islamic capital. I am supporting another Islamic country, so everybody has to follow me. You understanding? It's not like they are thinking about the world good or world against terrorism. No. What is America thinking? Is it thinking for Bharat? No, don't be a fool. Nobody is thinking for anybody. Everybody is trying to take advantageous position. Why is Russia supporting us? They also have an agenda. Why would Israel support us? No, Prabhuji, good people back. Prabhuji, I'm telling you one thing. If you are not keeping God in the center, nobody is your well-wisher or good doer. Anybody can change their stance at any time. Right? That is the most important principle you should understand. When you keep God in the center, we are united as a family. What is the meaning of Sanatan Dharma? To serve God. Is the meaning of Sanatan Dharma. Where is God? I am this, I am that. I belong to this group, I belong to that group. Oh, we are Sanatanis. Where is God? Have you learned what is Krishna told in Bhagavad Gita? I don't know that. Jai Shri Ram. अरे जय श्री राम बोलो, कोई मना नहीं कर रहा है. राम ने क्या बोला वो भी पढ़ो ना. Right? Ram told Ramayana. Have you read Ramayana? Have you finished Ramayana? No. So whatever you are doing in the name of religion or in the name of group is very superficial. Very superficial. It can change anytime. You can change the party anytime. If your advantageous situation is changing, you'll also change. But when you keep God in the center, you'll never change any party. Understand? What was the problem with all those people who went on the side of Duryodhana? They never agreed to become a devotee of Krishna. That is the reason the whole party, changed. They changed the party. And even after the Ashwamedha, they had to see so many people. That is why Arjuna is saying, I want to see these people. These people were sitting in Rajya Sabha declaring that we are the kings. Just some years ago. I want to see those fellows' faces. Right? They are deceiving, right? Deceiving kings who are now standing on the other side. What do you want to see? Huh? Till yesterday they have eaten in your house. Till yesterday they have come to your house. And today they are standing on the other side. You can see, right, when the earthquake happened, India sent the biggest force as what is a mission Dost to Turkey to help them when they are dying under the stones. And what are they doing right now? They are throwing those stones. They are sending missiles on them. So कौन किसका है बताओ? कोई किसका नहीं है. Right? You should. Prabhuji and Mataji, I'm telling you, this is a very, very important time for our country. We all should be united. Keep aside languages, keep aside all other agendas, keep aside, I worship this God, that God, this God, keep everything else aside. Understand there is only one Bhagavan and keep him in the center. Everybody should learn Bhagavad Gita, everybody should learn Mahabharata, Ramayana and that is the principle that is holding us together. And then Sanatana Dharma will be staying forever. And we should look like a Sanatani also. In our behavior, in our externals, everything. Then only we can uphold. Otherwise, superficially telling Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Krishna is not going to work. It'll fly away one day. Because your faith is very fragile. Your faith is very fragile. We are like that long tree whose roots are so small. A long tree with the roots are so small, right? When a little wind will come, the tree will fall. There are these trees called, what is that? Redwood trees in California. Huge trees. One tree is like 20, 30 floors high. And the roots are so small. And they are standing for 4,000 years, 3,000 years. You go on internet and browse. Redwood trees. Right? And then, you know how they are standing straight? In spite of the roots being so small, all the roots are intertwined. One tree is intertwined to the roots of another tree. Even though they are so big, but because they're intertwined, they're able to hold all the thunders and earthquakes and everything that is happening. Same way we should also be. Our intertwining is Krishna. The day we intertwine each other holding Krishna, chanting Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. No force on the planet can destroy us. Our biggest enemy is not outside. Our biggest enemy is sitting inside. We need a surgical strike inside the country. Surgical strike. Or whatever you say. And biggest enemy is who? Our own mind. We. If we all get fixed, then India is strong. Bharat is strong. Our Sanatana Dharma will be protected. Our temples will be protected. Our culture will be protected. Our scriptures will be protected. But if we are not strong, then who can protect us? Right? So it's a very important principle. Yeah. So Hare Krishna. So let me see those who are who have come here to fight, wishing to please the evil-minded son of Dhritarashtra. Sanjay Uvacha. Evam yukto Rishikesho. Gudakeshena Bharata. Senayor Ubhayor Madhye. Stapayitva Rathottamam. Sanjaya said, O descendant of Bharata, having thus been addressed by Arjuna, Lord Krishna drew up the chariot, drew up the fine chariot in the midst of the armies of both parties. So chariot is in between. Everybody is stunned. What is going on? We were just about to shoot. How come the chariot is coming front? Is he going to come and shoot? Should we shoot? They're completely confused. It's a very confusing situation. Entire Akshayas of Sena is ready to attack and Arjuna's chariot is coming in the front. And Krishna is bringing. And immediately Bhishma stops. Wait, there's something different. Something is happening there. Don't shoot. Right? Purport. In this verse, Arjuna is referred as Gudakesha. Gudaka means sleep. And one who conquers the sleep is called Gudakesha. Sleep also means ignorance. So Arjuna conquered both sleep and ignorance because of his friendship with Krishna. As a great devotee of Krishna, he could not forget Krishna even for a moment, because that is the nature of a devotee. Either in walking or in sleep, a devotee of the Lord can never be free from thinking of Krishna's name, form, qualities and pastimes. Thus, a devotee of Krishna can conquer both sleep and ignorance simply by thinking of Krishna constantly. This is called Krishna consciousness or samadhi. As Rishikesha, or the director of the senses and mind of every living entity, Krishna could understand Arjuna's purpose in placing the chariot in the midst of the armies. Thus, he did so and spoke as follows. Hare Krishna. Okay. Gudakesha, who conquered the darkness and who could do the war even in the dark. That was the greatness of Arjuna. In fact, when he was practicing, when he was Hare Krishna, yeah. So when he was doing the war, when he was in the Gurukul, why Dronacharya became so pleased with him? He was taking classes, extra classes on his own self. Drona was teaching in the daytime, Arjuna was going and doing practice during the night time also. Then Dronacharya asked, how can you shoot the arrows in the night time? Then he told the logic that my brother Bhima is hiding and eating in the night time. Not even once, what he's holding in his hand is going to other side, is directly going into his mouth only. So if he can eat like that directly into his mouth, why can't I shoot the arrows directly at the spot, even in the night time? So I took inspiration from Bhima. Dronacharya was very pleased. So the one who conquered even his sleep, Arjuna could fight non-stop for days and days, day or night. He had that capacity. And Gudakesha also is, made of three words. Akasha. Right? Guda means sweet. Good. It also means sweet. The one who is sweet to Akasha. A means Vishnu, Ka means Brahma, and Isha means Shiva. Arjuna is very dear to all the three deities also. Guda Akesha. Like that. Right? There's another deep meaning to that. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. Bhishma Drona Pramukatha
भीष्मद्रोण प्रमुखाः
Sarvesham cha Mahikšitam
सर्वेषां च महीक्षिताम्
Vacha Partha Pasyaitan Samavetan Kurun iti. In the presence of Bhishma, Drona, and all other chieftains of the world, the Lord said, just behold Partha, all the Kurus assembled here. This is the first word of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is saying, right? First time in the entire Bhagavad Gita is speaking. But this is not considered as the first word of Krishna, because the instructions have not started here. He just told, he brought, okay, Arjuna, he asked me to bring you here, and here are you, and here are the people you want to see. All the Kurus are here. Like that. Bhishma Drona Pramukha. Now, understand one thing. Arjuna told, take me in between both the armies. What did Krishna do? But everything Krishna does has a meaning. And what is he telling? Bhishma Drona Pramukha. He took the chariot of Arjuna right in front of Bhishma Drona. Arjuna didn't ask for it. Because he wanted to bring out all the weakness of Arjuna right in the beginning only. Arjuna is very attached to Drona and Bhishma. Very dear to both of them. Right? So he took the chariot right in front of Bhishma and Drona. He said, see, Bhishma and Drona are here. I brought you. All the Kurus are here. Krishna is nutcut always. Even on the battlefield. Right? At all times. He has his whole agenda to pull. Yeah. So Lord Krishna was teasing also by saying what? All the Kurus are here. All the Kurus. Kurus means who? Not only the Kauravas, even Pandavas are here. Right? So Arjuna, by the way, all Kurus are here. Look at your whole family. Both sides. Right? So whatever weakness you have, speak it out. Right? Krishna knows how to do clear, nice surgery. Right? He knows how to remove whatever fears or whatever impressions that Arjuna is carrying. He is removing everything and then he will give the treatment. Just like a doctor, right? He will diagnose your disease. So Krishna knows what Arjuna has in his mind and is pulling all that information by taking him in front of Bhishma and Drona and addressing them as, look at all the Kurus, your whole family sitting here, this side, that side, right? Because he has to speak Bhagavad Gita, he knows. Yes. Purport. As the super soul of all living entities, Lord Krishna could understand what was going on in the mind of Arjuna. The use of the word Rishikesha in this connection indicates that he knew everything. Rishikesha means what? The control of all senses. So he knows one of the senses is even the mind. Right? Sixth sense is the mind. And the word Partha or the son of Kunti or Pratha is also similarly significant in reference to Arjuna. Why is he using Partha or Pratha? Why is he saying that? Because he is trying to tell that your mother is already my devotee. I am taking you in between. You better listen to me. So everything in one sentence of Bhagavad Gita is so many plans Krishna is doing, right? By saying that. As a friend, he wanted to inform Arjuna that because Arjuna was the son of Pratha, the sister of his own father Vasudeva, he had agreed to be a charioteer of Arjuna. Right? Now, what did Krishna mean when he told Arjuna to behold the Kurus? Did Arjuna want to stop? Did Arjuna want to stop there and not fight? Krishna never expected such things from the son of his aunt Pritha. The mind of Arjuna was thus predicted by the Lord in friendly joking. Hare Krishna. Pashyaitan. Pashyaitan means
Just behold all.
Yeah, just behold. Wait a second. Where is it? Pashya. Yeah. Pashya means just behold. Etan, all of them. Just see. Hmm? So here, why is he telling see? He's telling see your, Bhishma and Drona, and see all the Kurus. Why is he telling to see? Because he wants to remove the illusion with which we see. Acharyas explain, we all see everything with an illusion. Oh, mera kaka hai, mera nana hai, mera dost hai, mera enemy hai. Right? Tell me, how many enemies you have in life? Anybody has enemies? Deadly enemies? प्रभु जी आने बोलेंगे अनुराग प्रभु कितने शत्रु है आपको या कृषि में बहुत है बाप रे mind is an enemy, no doubt. In whichever apartment you are staying or hostel you are staying, do you have enemies there? Enemies? प्रभु जी आप लोगों से पूछो कोई है क्या enemy? प्रभु जी any enemy in your building? I'll tell you what. Everybody is your enemy until you go and provoke them. As simple as that. This is material world, Prabhus. Right? My neighbor is very good to me until I increase the volume of my sound system. As soon as I become a restriction to his sense gratification, he is my enemy. Understand? He wants to enjoy, I want to enjoy. As long as I don't become an obstacle in his enjoyment, I am a friend. The moment I become an obstacle in his enjoyment, he is the enemy. This is the truth of this material world. Don't think anybody, oh, Prabhuji, बहुत अच्छे लोग हैं. अच्छा, really? करो कुछ. उसके enjoyment में थोड़ा बाधा लगाओ. हत्ता meal show his true colors. This is the material world, right? Anyway, I didn't want to make enemies.
That is true.
That's true. Your relatives, huh? What do you think they are? Do something that their enjoyment is restricted. Huh? Then you'll know. Chinnamana, Pettamana, Attana, Kottana, anni vettalte. Chettana. I didn't tell that. Delete. I didn't tell that. This is what the world is. You tell your relatives, the meeting was, you have to sit and talk. You tell them, okay, do a thing. I don't know. Saturday morning you come, we'll go to Bhagavad Gita class. అప్పుడు వస్తే మెల్లగా ఇట్లా ఎంటుకలు లేస్తే అంటే కొమ్ములు పెట్టుకొస్తుంది నో మీరు పోతే బండి అరే నా తమ్ముడివి నా చెల్లెవి ప్లీజ్ కమ్ టు ద క్లాస్ వాట్ ఇస్ ద ప్రాబ్లం మీరు పోతే బండి ఏం చేసేది ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ రెస్ట్రిక్షన్ ఇన్ మై ఎంజాయ్మెంట్ వన్స్ ఐ టోల్డ్ మై బ్రదర్ మై కజిన్ బ్రదర్ వై డోంట్ టు కమ్ టు కృష్ణ భక్తి he told you will tell rules. After some time, you will tell you can't eat this, drink this, and all. I don't want that nonsense. God, let him be in his Garbha Gudi, let me be in my Gudi. Gudi. We will be good with each other. I don't want unnecessary obstacles. I will start telling rules. I am not telling rules. It's for our good. Getting up early in the morning, sleeping early in the night. They are good rules. No. See, this is the problem. I wake up in the night. My lifestyle, night life starts. And you are telling that I will sleep at that time. That's why I don't want God. I don't want God. People are not rejecting God because they have not heard Bhagavad Gita. They are actually rejecting God, Prabhuji and Mataji. Don't think anybody is innocent. I am telling you a harsh reality. Even a 80-year-old grandmother is not innocent. If she is not coming, or she is not interested in spiritual life, she is not innocent. She has an agenda to enjoy this material world. And her agenda is going according to her plan. You go and disturb that agenda, then you will know who your grandmother is. Right? Everybody has that plan. What are we trying to do here? It's not like we are stopping to enjoy in spiritual life. We are not stopping to enjoy. We are just adding Krishna into the enjoyment. We all want to have good breakfast. Add Krishna and eat prasad. We all want to sing nicely, add Krishna and sing kirtan. You want to dance nicely, add Krishna and chant his names and dance. You want to make friends nicely, make Krishna devotees as friends. Right? You want to speak something nicely, speak about Bhagavad Gita in the office. You are just adding Krishna. In your family, you all want to go together, go to Krishna temple. You want to go on a vacation? Go to Tirthasthan. Right? You go to Nadwar. I just told Gopalji is standing there. Go, make a plan. Go to Nadwar. Like that. Adding Krishna makes us more happy and makes us more satisfied in life and makes us more very, very devotional and you become complete. Om Purnamida Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnam Eva Vishishyate. Ishopanishad is saying that God is complete, everything that comes from Him is complete. But when the complete comes out of the complete still remains complete. Did you completely understand or completely understand? Right? It's a beautiful show, guys. What is it saying? I'll tell once again. God is complete. There is nothing that God doesn't have. Understood? Okay. Everything that comes out of God is also complete. Even a machar that comes out has a lungs, has heart, has pancreas, has digestive system. Everything that comes out of God is complete. Did you all understand? We are all complete. Every single person sitting here, every living entity is complete. God is complete. Everything that comes out of Him is complete. Even though this complete is coming out of the complete. There is a glass of water. You are removing some water from that. What happened to the water in the glass? It decreased. Right? It is against that logic here. Even though the complete water is coming out of the complete, which is the glass, that complete still remains complete. That is God. Right? Understand? It's a beautiful slogan. Right? Om Purnamidam Purnamidam Purnas Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnam Eva Vishishyate. That God. So when we recognize ourselves as complete, we'll never go in depression. If somebody says you are useless, yes, I'm useless because I'm talking to you. I'm a useless fellow that I'm taking consultancy from you. My Krishna made me complete. Okay? I go to satsang. I hear about complete and I become complete. And I'm completely happy. Right? You are frustrated. That's your problem. Yeah. Devotees of Krishna are always happy, are supposed to be happy. If you're not happy, even after coming to satsang, you're not happy means you need to come to more satsangs. Treatment has to increase. You need ICU treatment. There is ICU for all of us in Bhakti Center in Gachibowli. Right? Treatment यहाँ खत्म नहीं हो रहा है, वहाँ पे आओ, वहाँ और ज़्यादा treatment मिलेगा. है कि नहीं? We have to treat ourselves. What is this? This is a hospital. Who are all of us? Patients. We have come here to get fixed. It's not like, oh, Prabhuji, am I great? मैं सत्संग जा रहा हूँ. आप great patient हो. And who am I? Experienced patient. Who is the doctor? Prabhupada. What is the medicine? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare. That is the medicine. You should take the medicine properly. Proper dosage. What is the minimum dosage? 60 drops. Prabhuji, time नहीं है. तो disease भी रहेगा. रहेगा ना? अनुराग प्रभु? बिल्कुल रहेगा. Chant 16 rounds. Who is stopping? Prabhuji, I don't know how to chant, Prabhuji. Take the bag, take the beats. Somebody is looking at you. देखना दो ना. Sometimes I go in the lift, I'm holding this. People keep looking at it. I'm holding like this. How many rounds I chanted? Still have 5 more rounds before I die today. I have to finish it. Right? So I'm chanting like Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare. One day I went into the lift. One fellow came in, looking at me, chanting me like this. What is this? I also troubled him. I like this. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram. Tera problem, mera problem. Your problem? Huh? Chant with pride. On a morning walk, you're chanting. Everybody is looking at chanting bag. That's why some devotees keep a small Krishna picture also. Look at Krishna. Right? Keep looking. You're looking at my bag, look at Krishna. My father used to chant like the university. In Usman University, every day used to go. 2 hours. He used to chant 32 rounds every day. 16 rounds while walking, 16 rounds while sitting in the house. So he'll take the chanting bag, he'll go to Usman University like this. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram. Everybody's looking, what is this? Then as soon as he sees, you say, you have a doubt? Come, sit on the bench. Whole, who is God, who am I? Pura lecture. So some people he gave chanting bags also. Then after some time, some other people also, Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, chanting bag, apna chanting bag. So you can do that. Who is stopping you? Huh? Your relatives are, क्या पकड़ के बेटा माला? ये उम्र है? हाँ, यही उम्र है ना? This is the age, right? Huh? When you can't even lift the bag, what is that the time to start the chanting? Huh? You should, Prahlad Maharaj says, from the age of 5 you should start chanting, right? Spiritual life should start at a young life. Where are all your children? Bring them here. Many people who are sitting here, आप लोग के बेटे क्यों नहीं यहाँ पे? तो लेकर आओ. मैं बोलूँ एक simple formula लाने के लिए. इस पिक्चर बोला था मैं. बोलो. You want to bring your sons? प्रभु जी वो interested नहीं है, प्रभु जी बहुत busy है. पूरा interest busy में एक ही formula में solve कर सकता हूँ. बोलो क्या? सुनना है? हाँ पक्का? Follow नहीं करना आपकी मर्जी. You tell them, if you don't come to satsang, all property I'll write to ISKCON. उसका बाप भी आके बैठेगा. बाप तो ऐसे बैठा है, बेटा भी आके बैठेगा. That's what we need to do. We are not doing that. That is the problem. Sanatana Dharma is bleeding because we are allowing our children to bleed. We are not united. As a family, we are not united. What is the use of all this? You know, मेरा बेटा अच्छा है, मेरा पिता अच्छा है. किधर अच्छा है? किधर तुम्हारा बच्चा है? Yes, bro.
If once we are able to bring to this Bhakti Center or one session, they will never stop. They will continue. My daughter, last week, I along with his mother,
Yes, mother,
brought
yeah.
him. This week, he will bring his friend. She will bring his
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Super, bro. You know the story of both of them?
The music that song has.
Music is like Hari Bol, that Hare Krishna Kirtan. Hare Krishna. Yes,
So,
yes. Mataji came. I'm just revealing your story without your permission. Lalita Mataji, she wanted to come to satsang. She got an invitation, please come. Prabhuji came to leave her here. Leave her here and go. Is that right?
yes.
Yeah. His target was leave the wife here and go.
No, just to see the premises.
Just to see the premises, Prabhuji came. And Prabhuji sat in the class. Ab dekho. Prabhuji is so regular. Both husband and wife are coming every session. Hari Bol. And now they are bringing the daughter also. The daughter also came. Not here. She is busy, so brought her to Bhakti Center Sunday evening. Huh? And now her daughter is bringing her friends. Prabhuji, this is how we should be. We should share. What are we? Is there an agenda here? Did I ask any commission? Did you give commission to this person? No, right? क्या मिल रहा है? हाँ? Referral bonus. Referral bonus. One employee is frustrated, is bringing another fellow to get frustrated. Both of us will remain frustrated.
Referral bonus is the textbook.
Referral bonus is the textbook. Thank you, Prabhuji, for sharing. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. You see, you share when you are happy, right?
Yes.
If you're not happy, don't share. See, when I used to see a movie in my young days, now rarely I see. Only when something like Chava comes, I go and I see. Otherwise, I don't go. So, when I used to go and see a movie, my friends used to curse, this fellow's going and seeing a movie now. Because I'll come and tell the whole movie to them. Including screenplay, I'll tell them, Hero was standing, the camera went like this. Listen from me. The entire story. Right? Because we like the movie, we go and tell the movie to everybody. We like the joke, we go and tell the joke to everybody. And we like the Bhagavad Gita, we also tell Bhagavad Gita to everybody. That is what we should do. Right? But first you should like, na? How many new things you all learned after coming here about Lord Krishna? Huh? So many things. I don't know if you made notes or no, but why don't you share this with your relatives? Next time when you're all sitting at a place, why don't you share? I'll tell one incident. I'll stop it here. Next is all Arjuna's questions only. I'll tell one incident. Very practical incident. So in my family, they are good people. But, other than kill me, they'll see this video. We are Nalgonda Reddis. Most difficult class to come to Krishna consciousness. Sound भी आ रहा है. One Reddy would have heard it outside. In our place, when people, the culture, it becomes so rotten culture. It was not like that. We enter a marriage, husbands will go right side, wives will go left side, Children, God knows where they go. Right side they'll go, they'll sit in chair like a bar. There's a marriage happening, it will be like a bar. Like five people around one table, one whiskey bottle, one rum bottle, one this and soda, 20 animals in between. Then wives are sitting on other side, each other looking at each other jewels. This jewel, chi, and I also got and the same saree. There's a Bombana Chandana brothers. I don't know what nonsense. I went to Kanchi. This like a nice saree. That discussion is going on there. This discussion is going on here. Political, real estate, this, that, this. All everybody looks like a politician. White shirt, white pant, white shirt, white chapel. God knows which politician, which party they are. Right. So this is the situation I saw in my house. In my house, this is how I was grown up. Right? And they say party means immediately start drinking. Immediately. My sister will come and tell, my cousin sister, "Hey, Pavachandra, poi. Jiju, I उसको डाल उसको दे, क्या दे whiskey? You know. I was like, what is the logic? Why are people getting drunk? And till the drinks will come, everybody will sit seriously like this. 5 people have come. They are sitting like this. The moment drinks will come, then they look at each other. Then first peg, second peg, third peg, fourth peg, crying each other, holding. Mama, लेकिन बस्कलन mama. You're like my prana mama. मेरा तो प्यार है, मेरा तो जिगर है मेरा, बोले. Fifth peg, मेरा property पूरा तेरा. All that love. Where is that love coming from? Inside the bottle. Next day morning, who are you? Where are you? What are you? I've seen this culture. Husband and wife, no relationship. She is exploiting him to buy sarees. He is exploiting her to get her cook whatever he wants to eat. That's all. There is no relationship in between. There's nothing in between. They are buying big houses, Banjara, Jubilees, thinking about what? When will each other die? So that this building will become mine. That's all is there. No happiness. That is the culture I've seen. Then I went to a devotee's house. First time when I was called to satsang in America, in Boston, a devotee came in front of my house. Right? I had asked Ganeshji. Every year I used to ask Ganeshji something. Ganeshji always fulfilled my desire. My Ishtadevata, even now. This time I told Ganeshji, I will not ask anything. Because whatever I asked, you gave me, I got more trouble. Now you give me what I need. You give me what I need. And Ganeshji gave. It really happened. Ganesh Chaturthi. I asked that during Visarjan time. And next day, devotees came in front of my house. One Prabhuji and Mataji. Srinivas Acharya Prabhu, Radhika Kripa Mataji. Both Telugu devotees. Half America is Telugu only. So her wife, she went and told the people around. We were staying in row houses. She went and told me, we have just come here, new. We do spiritual program in our house. Do you want to come? Like that, she went and told my wife. And my wife, she waited for me to come from office. And she told, okay, some neighbors have come. They want to do spiritual program. I asked her, you want to go to that program? She said, yes, of course I want to go. Then I definitely don't want to go. Because we like fighting, right? All the time fighting. My revenge for her action, right? And she told, you don't want to come? I'll make sure that you'll come. That's what she did. I said, I don't believe in religion. Religion means all fighting. All this Hindu Muslim, I don't want to get in religion. I'll not come to a satsang. Right? She told, I'll make sure I'm taking you to a satsang. So I am in Krishna conscious because of her. She's my guru. She brought me to Krishna conscious path. Right? And she took me to that satsang. And the Jagannath deities are there. Jagannath Baladev Subhadra, my Shiksha Guru, Srinivas Acharya Prabhu. My obeisances eternally at his feet, and his wife. Prabhuji sitting there, Mataji sitting there, and they had a small son. His name is Gauranga. He was 2 years old, something like that. 2.5. My elder son and my younger son are the same age, almost 2.5. And something miraculous happened. I come from a Reddy family. Reddy's also good people, but then I'm just telling you. Where people go get drunk and die. Right? But here is the first time I'm seeing a devotee family where Prabhuji is sitting here, Mataji is sitting there, and he took the kartal, Mataji took a mridanga, and he started singing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And something miraculous happened. He sang, and immediately after his singing, she started following him. And we all looked at her. We were around 7 or 8 families in that locality. We looked at her. How nicely wife is singing after the husband. And she's playing Mridanga. And then another miracle happened. The little child Gauranga, he got up. In between both of them, he started dancing. I was shocked. It was a culture shock for me. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Husband and wife, only time I saw them together is when they're getting married. After that, never seen them together. Or in a car, forcefully sitting in the same car. That's all. They both are doing some activity together. He is singing, she is repeating, both of them are happy. And then she cooked a lot of prasad. And he told a 2-hour lecture. Lecture was on anger management. I don't know why he took that lecture. I was sitting on a couch. Everybody in the hall was sitting down, including my Shiksha Guru was sitting down on a small asan. I was sitting on a couch because I'm ready, na? Right? Who are you to tell me? You know, like that, full arrogance. I was sitting there. The Shiksha Guru finished the whole class, and then Mataji made nice prasad, hot prasad. It's also waiting. Sorry to be an obstacle. It is there, and then the prasad is being served. I was just looking at their family. I was looking at him. I was looking at his wife, and I started crying. It was natural. I'm just sharing with you. It was natural. Why? Because my family is not like this. My family is not like this. How come they are so happy? Then after the whole thing, then Prabhuji asked, okay, anybody has any feedback? You all can tell how you felt in today's satsang? What you learned from the lecture? Like that, Prabhuji started asking. Then the turn came to me. Everybody was saying, Prabhuji, that shloka that you told about anger was very good. About that anger management, the second anger 11th step is very, very important. And my anger is, I have to work on it. All the people are talking about the lecture. Finally, it came to me. I'm still sitting on the couch. And look at my arrogance. I told the answer. I didn't hear your lecture. Arrogance, right? I told, I did not hear your lecture. Can you ever say that? That kind of sound was happening inside me. I didn't hear your lecture, I told. Then he looked at me and said, so what did you like, Prabhu? Anything you like? I told, I don't know what you are reading. I don't know what you are preaching. I don't know what that Bhagavad Gita is. I don't know what your anger management class is. I only want to know, what did you do to make your family happy like this? That's all I want to know. I love your family. Forget about your philosophy. Forget about your, whatever you're talking about. I want my family to become like your family. You tell me what should I do? Direct ask. Even now he laughs. When we meet, on yatras when we meet. Probably you are like, like that. Yeah, that was a sincere calling from inside. I want to become happy in life. And without my wife being happy, without my children being happy, without me being united, these things cannot make us happy. These phones and TVs cannot make us happy. How can I be happy? Then he told that, Prabhuji, if you become a devotee of Krishna, you'll become happy. This is the only sentence he told. And I can tell you, Prabhuji, I'm the happiest person in this world because my wife is a devotee. I'm trying to become a devotee. Both my children are devotees. Both my parents are devotees. Even the maid who works in my house is also becoming a devotee. Right? All these things that you see here, she brings in, it's her service. She only volunteered that service. I used to keep all these things on the trolley every morning, every Friday night. So Saturday morning I have to bring. One day I went to the home, I came from office Friday night, it was already kept on the trolley. So she is trying to find a service to do for Krishna. So just remember this one thing. Happiness is completely in your hands. If you bring your family to Krishna, if you become part of a satsang together, you'll be the happiest person. Even death will not scare you. No disease will trouble you. Right? Diseases will come, but they'll not trouble you. because you understand the purpose of life and you lead a very, very satisfying life. Right? So become a Krishna devotee. Learn Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita will learn Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, all the shlokas will come. How to lead a life, how to make devotion as an integral part of your life, how to surrender like Arjuna, how to accept a guru. All these things will come. Great sannyasis will come into your life. Great devotees will come into your life. Who and who of devotional circles will come into your life? Into your house, they'll come. And programs. Yesterday, a great sannyasi, he came into the satsang, of Prasad Prabhu. There is one Prasad Javadi Prabhu. You know him. Prabhuji was there. In 2019, when I was giving a class, Prabhuji just came and sat like this. Prasad he wears that, not lungi, but what is it? Dhoti kind of a thing. Not a dhoti, but pancha. He came and sat in the class with a text, with a notebook and pen. I want to learn Bhagavad Gita, like that. And, he was making notes. He was making notes and he was learning Bhagavad Gita. He learned Bhagavad Gita. Right? You know how he came? Another person came and he came to the class, and after the class he told me, Prabhuji, I don't know whether I can come to all the classes. I said, why? What happened? The first class where I tell, my boss is very cruel. He gives me so much work. Nonsense, all the time he makes me work. Who was Prasad Prabhu? His boss. He brought his boss only to the satsang. There is Mahendra Prabhu. He brought his boss to the satsang. Both became devotees. Now he is also not tension. My boss is also coming. I am also coming. No problem. Right? And he's a director in Broadridge Consulting. 1,000 people work under Prasad Prabhu. And he's a devotee. And today he is preaching Bhagavad Gita message in 2 temples. One in Bachpalli Ramalayam temple. And near Hafizpet, there is a temple, Sri Krishna temple. There he is preaching to slum children. Slum children. 20 children are chanting Hare Krishna mantra today because of him. And not only the children, their families are also chanting. All of them left all bad habits. Just imagine what is he doing. You can go. You are interested? Sunday morning, you message me, I'll send a message. You go and see what that Prasad Prabhu is doing. Right? We all can become the best version of ourselves by becoming a devotee of Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sorry, I deviated a little. Just shared a little. But that's how I came to devotion. Not like I'm a devotee or anything. I'm trying to become a devotee. I'm not any guru. My guru is greater. 100,000 times better. I'm trying to repeat what I learned from him. And I'm requesting all of you, be sincere. Be serious. That's all you have to do. Sincere and be serious. Because this opportunity don't lose. When death will come, when we have to leave this body, when new family will come again, we don't know. Right? So let's chant to Lord Narsinghadev. Everybody, all of you, do you have chanting bags? Yeah, if you don't have, there is there in this box. You can take. Start chanting every day. Hare Krishna Maha. Right? And every day sing Narsingharti in your house. You all can sing now? Yeah? Repeat after me. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahlad Nadadaine. Hiranya Kashi Purvakshah. Simho Karatola Simho. Yato Yami Tato Nasimho. Bahir Nasimho, Hridaye Nasimho. Narasimhamadim Sharanam Prapade. Abhakara Kamala Bharenaka Madhuka Shinda Andalita Hiranyakashipu Anubhunga Keshavadrita Hari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Abhakara Kamala Bharenaka नरसिंहदेव भगवान की, भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की, श्री भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की, ऑल असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज की, भगवद गीता क्लास की, नेवर एंडिंग फर्स्ट चैप्टर की, गौर प्रेमानंदे। Please take prasadam, and this prasadam is being served because of all your contributions. Please feel free to contribute. Hare Krishna. There is a book table here, Prabhuji and Mataji, very important. Every time I forget. Please buy these books. Because when you have books, you will read books. Please keep them. Don't think I will read, I will not read, I will read. Keep it. Automatically the book will call you. Please come and read. So keep these books as the greatest thing in your house and read. There is this Mataji who is bringing all these books so that it is accessible to all of us. You don't have to go far away and buy. You can take from there. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
And before eating prasadam,
Yeah, there is a prayer. Yeah. Mahaprasade Govinde.
Mahaprasade Govinde.
Nama Brahmane Vaishnave.
Nama Brahmane Vaishnave.
Swalpa Punya Vratan Rajan.
Sarva Punya Vadarajan.
Vishwaso Naiva Jayate.
Vishwaso Neva Jayate.
Shariraha Vidyajam.
Sharira Vidyaja.
Jedendriya Trahekal.
Jadendriya Daika.
Jirve Fele Vishesagare.
Jive Pare Vishasagare.
Tara Madhya Jivyati.
Tara Madhya Jivati.
Lobho Mai Sudurmati.
Logo Mai Sudurmati.
Take Jeta Katina Samsare.
Take Jeta Katna Samsare.
Krishna Bada Daya Mai.
Krishna Vada Daya Mai.
Kori Vare Jivha Jai.
Kori Vare Jiva Jai.
Saha Prasada Nadilo Bhai.
Prasada Nadobai.
Shri Annamrita Pao.
Shri Ramrita Pao.
Shri Radha Krishna Gun Gao.
Shri Radha Krishna Gunagao.
Preme Dako Chaitanya Nitai.
Premela Ko Chaitanya Dai.
Jai Nimai Jai Nitai.
Jai Nimai Jai Nitai.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Prabhu Nityananda.
Prabhu Nityananda.
Shri Advaita Gadadhara.
Shri Advaita Gadadhara.
Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Ram Hare Ram.
Hare Ram Hare Ram.
Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Ram Ram Hare Hare.
श्री श्री राधा माधव पंचतत्व लक्ष्मी नरसिंह स्वामी प्रभुपाद प्रसादम की जय. Thank you for reminding. Hare Krishna. Please everybody honor prasadam, and there are books here. Please take them, give them to your friends. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Try to honor the entire prasadam, whatever it take, and I request the people who are serving to only serve how much they need. So we don't want to throw prasad. Hare Krishna.
प्रभु जी हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा हरे प्रभु जी अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करना चाहते हैं अरे
I thought I'll share with all, but still I want to share with you.